Hey guys, J-Man back in the danger room. All right, we got lots to talk about this week. Oh, a lot of news and some comics as well. We didn't talk too much last time about X-Men or the new Batman and Superman stuff that has been out. So there's that to go through as well. I'm just waiting on my panel to show up. There's been like some announcements as well, so we'll go through all of that also. While we're just waiting here for everyone to get their stuff together, I thought I'd show everybody a couple of things that I just got in the mail, just to go through it. And I'm going to be, we're doing a show tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to have some Doctor Doom talk, which will be cool because I don't know a lot about Doctor Doom. I didn't read a lot of Fantastic Four comics growing up as much. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. How's it going, Skeptic? We're just waiting for my boys to show up, and then we're gonna get like heavy into all the stuff that's going on, and then I'll get you guys in here in a bit. Oh, that's okay. You can chat. You can chat with me. We'll just go through chat. So yeah, no worries. Your microphone broke. That's brutal. Yes, yeah, just hang out in the chat and do what you gotta do. I got this in the mail, which is the Adventures of Spy Smasher. This is a serial. You guys have seen me wear this shirt sometimes. It's a serial that I really love, and this book is just talking about the serial, but also the comic of Spy Smasher. Spy Smasher's a he's a Fawcett character, so like Wiz Comics. It's the same people that made Captain Marvel, so he's teamed up with Captain Marvel before. I'm gonna see if there's a thing in here where he has teamed up with him. He's even fought. He's even fought Captain Marvel. Check this out. This is a page out of the comic where Spy Smasher goes to assassinate Hitler, and he's literally gonna snipe him, and he actually does snipe him. But then you find out that it was just a double. Hitler's got like this double or whatever, so it's pretty cool. So that's pretty awesome. Why? Well, hey, Shazam. To me, Captain Marvel is Shazam. That's what we call Shazam. So yeah, so this is the spy. This is just a book about Spy Smasher in general. It's really cool. So I got that. I also got this. These are really cool. So I had to order these from. I ordered this one from Amazon. Unpunched, so you can see it hasn't been punched, so it's like perfect condition. I don't think I'm gonna open this one now that I didn't realize it would look so good on this card. So I'm gonna like go ahead and not open this now just because I just want to keep it in the packaging and keep it safe. I might buy another one to open, but I kind of really like these um, the cards here in this scale. I like this 3 3/4 inch scale. I think it's really neat. All right, let me get that going here. Sorry. Yeah, I think it's really cool, and like the art is awesome. And it's a pretty neat little figure. It has like a shield and stuff, so that's kind of cool. This is a big huge book. It's really heavy. Oh my god. Okay, this is extremely heavy. But this I can't even hold it up. It's so heavy. This is a book I just ordered. This He-Man is like one of my favorite things. My name J-Man is actually based off of He-Man. Um, and it tells you every figure, like, so it's like that's Modulok. Sorry, that's Multibot. Modulok's the red one. Um, and it's like it goes through every figure that had come out, like Web Store. So this is like a guide a guide for He-Man collectors. So He-Man is like kind of my thing. I've got almost all of the vintage figures um, in pretty good condition. There's about 64 or so figures, action figures. And when I was a kid, I had oh no, I'm sorry, there was maybe like 70, and I had like 60 out of 70. Like I almost had every single thing as a kid. But yeah, this book is really crazy. You can find a lot of this stuff on the internet, but I mean, it's just neat to have this book because it even goes into the 2000 figures. So these came out in 2000. They're really nice too, and I've got almost all of those. I think I may have all of them actually. And if I actually try to think about it, I think I might have them all. Whoa, this is so heavy; it almost took me out of the chair here. My God. We're definitely going to talk about some Red Sonja. So I started to pull these guys out, some of my Red Sonja stuff. And I got my little Red Sonja here with me. She's going to keep me company during the stream. Um, but yeah, so that's I think is that it for this week's stuff. I also got some books, Suicide Squad and Batman, which we're going to talk about. We've got who is this? Miracle Molly. I don't know if this is her first appearance or if she's been in stuff before. This might be her first appearance. Yes, it's all good stuff. Yeah, I think there is a Transformers book like that. When Sean joins us, if you're still with us when Sean comes in, which is probably like an hour from now or so, if you're still in the chat, remind me to ask Sean because Sean, I'm like the He-Man guy. Sean was the Transformers guy, and I have a friend who's a GI Joe guy, but he doesn't like to appear on streams. But I'm pretty sure there's a Transformers book, and there's definitely a Star Wars book. That's guaranteed. Screwball from Spider-Man. I don't think I read any Screwball stuff. Steve would be the one to ask. Steve should be on in about half an hour or so. He always does his shopping around at this time, so he should be in the chat and see. Let's take a look at maybe we can. I was getting ready to talk about some Red Sonja here, but we're going to wait for my panel to arrive because I want to get their take on all of this stuff. Wondering if anybody, I don't know if any of them are like big Red Sonja readers. But let's take a look at Spider-Man Screwball. Oh, is that what this guy looks like? I don't think I've ever seen this guy. Or girl, I guess. Is it a girl? Huh. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, so we'll try not to have a heart attack. That wouldn't be good. We're trying to make sure all of our make sure all the subscribers are still alive. All right, so let's take a look at Spy Smasher. This is a great serial. So this is the character now in DC. It's a lady, so I think it's his daughter. This is the original. Oops, that's like the original Spy Smasher. So this is the comics. He was in an episode of Justice League Unlimited, and like I guess it was like I can't remember this episode exactly, but this is the serial. It has a lot of action. Serials, if you don't know, I've been doing a few videos recently about serials, and check them out if you're interested. I've been reviewing some of the classic ones, and Spy Smasher is great. The way the serials work is that like every 15 minutes is a cliffhanger, and that was supposed to make kids want to come back to the theater to watch the next chapter. So that's where you get these things where you always it's like the famous thing of like a cliffhanger or like a cheat where like Spy Smasher is about to like he's in this bat plane in one chapter. He's in this bat plane. It's literally like a bat plane. Let's see if I can find it. So there's this bat plane. Yeah, there it is. So there's this bat plane in it, and he's trapped inside, and it crashes. And you see him like trying to get out, and all of a sudden it crashes into a mountain. And you're like, "Holy shit! Spy Smasher's dead." And then you come back, and then it's like the next week, and right before it crashed, he put on a parachute and jumped out, and we never got to see that. So it's those kinds of cheats like that. But all right, I'm gonna bring in. Let me remove this screen here, and we're gonna bring in Greymalkin. How's it going, buddy?
Hello. Oh man, just I I was not. We had a really good week this week when it comes to the books, but oh, Hellions, jeez.
So
You want to get into
let's
it?
get rid of let's take care of Marauders first, because I mean this issue of Marauders is the telling me something I already know. It's like
Right.
Storm is great. Okay, thanks. I don't need an entire book telling me that Storm is great. I already know that. Like,
The cover is nice though.
oh, for sure, the cover is really nice.
But
Hey Jacob, how's it going? WB
yeah,
is racist. We'll get to all that.
everybody is
We'll get to all that.
racist.
It's like remember everybody has AIDS from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
song from
It's.
they're
No.
dancing. Everyone has
Oh,
AIDS.
right. No, like a lot of Marauders bothered me as well because they're all having dinner and like Wolverine's not there, Colossus isn't there, Gambit, who's supposed to be her best friend, isn't there.
Yeah,
Like, come on,
I don't know.
and
Hey Caleb.
thank you. And then they show us all a bunch of stuff that happens during this run. Off, like no. No, they all have different experiences with her. Let's go deep. Like, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, this was a waste of it. This issue is what I call filler time. It's like
It's so much filler.
what was the point? And then
Oh,
did you learn how great Storm was? Yeah, we already know Storm's great. What are you talking
also,
about? Like,
also, we're showing another thing that Storm does. She just leaves. Like every once in a while, when she's not the leader, she just leaves. She'll just like, you know what? I'm going over here for a while. Like, all right, that's Storm's a weirdo.
yeah, and do I care about how many knives she carries? Like, come on.
No, 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 I do not care.
Like,
Oh my. Okay, Gary Duke, I get it. He is a big Claremont guy because this seems like it's something Claremont would have done. It's just, ugh. Like,
yeah,
if I want Claremont, I read Claremont. I want Dugan. Okay, what he's been doing with Cable was great, but Marauders, it's just like it doesn't hit. I don't know
no,
why.
yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna read it, obviously, because I gotta continue it
Oh
on.
yeah.
But like, I mean, yeah. That I don't know. I just kind of read through it. I'm like, yeah, okay, thanks. That was, there's the look how cool Storm is issue. I'm like, okay. They could have picked one of those stories and went with that then, right? Like, and just have that be like them telling one tale. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? Jacob, Trash Comic, yes.
Yeah.
There's an app for video chat. We can. I don't know. I don't know how that. I don't know if how it works. You'll just you once I put a link, you can see what you can do. Hey, Anthony, yeah. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. So Hellions, you weren't into Hellions as much?
I liked it, but at the same, like, okay, first, Zeb Wells, he knows how to write Sinister. All right, his whole way, the root canal, like, oh, who has just had root canal? No, do what I say, you piece of shit. I'm like, this book is Archer. This is Archer, but I
Yeah,
love
like
everything
I
about the
like
book.
he's slurring everything.
Yeah, I love everything about this book except Quanon. Okay, I understand the whole thing with her daughter and Sinister,
Yeah,
but like, you know, fuck that kid. All right, seriously, she can make another one. All right. No, seriously. Okay, I've been really thinking about this. You know what? She needs to let that go. That sentimentality needs to go out the window. Okay, her kid died. Sinister is going to screw you over. Okay, like seriously. At that point, at the end of this book, she basically turned into Gambit in the 80s, like with the whole mutant massacre. We know he's about to make her do something
Of
so
course.
shady, but nobody wants to say anything. Like like you know what? I just like to get. I like you know what? I don't care. I'm not gonna be in league with Sinister. I'm not gonna because you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? He he's gonna basically turn you into a puppet, and he's gonna take his hand and shove it right up your ass and just that's Sinister, and he'll smile at you while he does it. No,
And
that's
he's got Mastermind too, right? Like,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you got
That's
no chance. Like,
I tell Xavier why is this so hard? Shouldn't Xavier be like her the reason why she's there is to keep an eye on Sinister, or maybe is this part of the plan?
yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to see. I still liked Hellions. I got to see where this goes because we're
Yeah,
not sure. I see, like, if Quanten's just gonna be like, oh, okay, like that seems really weird. Like, she's gonna have to do something.
I like how the rest of the team doesn't like Sinister. Like the whole
I know that's so funny.
like they're like just kidnapped. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Hey man, you want to get lunch?
I know that was so
Come
funny.
on, man. You know, I mean, yes, I love that whole dynamic, but we just this has to be either Quanon is she's either she's working Sinister or he has her by her lady balls.
No,
Like
I think there's going to be something that we don't know that's going to happen. That's going to, I mean, it has to be because there's no way they're going to do that now with Quanten coming back so strong. And then just to have her be like the puppet of Sinister now or whatever. Oh, well, you know, I got your daughter. It's like, okay, whatever. Like,
I don't know, man. This is kind of weird because right now, like the Hellions, they're looking very much like the Marauders back in the 80s and 90s. Like that Sinister's little crew right there.
yeah,
That's scary. Like Sinister every day, when he leaves Bar Sinister, should be punched in the face by a random assailant. Like just any random person, just like
hmm.
running past him, punch him, and just run away every day.
Now, I mean, I like the set that Sinister's got something in play, but I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure Quanten's on to, like got something as well. And then you just got like, there's no way that like Empath is gonna go along with anything because he just doesn't care about anything. There's
no,
no
he's
way like an Orphan Maker and all these guys, and who's the other Grey Crow? He ain't gonna be like, yeah, I'm good with like. There's gonna be something's gonna go down heavy pretty soon, I would think. And the next couple of issues has to something is gonna
hopefully all this
is
has
gonna
to
go
build to
down.
something. It's a
It
slow
will.
build, uh, but also everything Sinister, like all this seems like something Sinister's setting up because everything from the beginning, from getting rid of Madeline to
Mm.
the whole thing with X of Swords to uh, Arcade Master, uh, um, oh, the whole thing with the robots and Cameron Hodge.
Right. I forgot about that. That
All
was shit. What
yeah,
about that? That's gotta come back.
yeah, like, all the all right, if this was a show, I feel like we're heading to the mid season
Finale,
like
mid-season
how like,
finale. Yeah, the
like
break. This will be the break, and then it comes back after a month or whatever.
oh okay. I have Buffy on. I just was watching Buffy, so that I got that whole like setup in my mind. Great
Wait till
show.
Steve comes on. That's his show.
It's
I
a
watched
great
the first
show.
season. I watched the first season. I think that's all I've seen.
The
Um,
first season, the first couple of seasons are not great.
oh yeah, I like the first season. I don't know. I'm a
I didn't
Buffy.
I couldn't I didn't get into Buffy in the beginning. I didn't like I I got into it like okay, last 5 minutes of the episode before the season finale of the 3rd season, right before the graduation episode. I was
That's
like, wow,
oddly
this is actually
specific.
kind of cool. It's like, this is dope.
I'm a Buffy movie guy. I watched
Yeah.
the movie
Oh yeah, the movie
1,000
was great.
times. I've literally memorized the movie. Like I literally, like I watched it so many times. It's like, oh, what a homeless, and it's like shower much. And
or the guy got stabbed in the middle, and he was like, "Ugh, oh
that's
god."
Paul Rubens. That's Paul
He's
Rubens.
like,
That's Pee Wee.
yeah, right. That's hilarious, and he's
Yeah.
hilarious. And
And
he's
then
like,
and then
"Oh no."
yeah, if you fast forward the credits, he's still dying. If you fast forward the credits, at the end of the credits, he's still dying. But he goes, "We're immortal. We can do anything." And she's like, "Oh yeah, clap," because he had lost his arm.
It's like, touche.
My shirt. Oh no, no, this is Superman's cape. Like if you like the Silver Age Superman and the Christopher Reeve Superman, his cape, his red cape has a yellow S on the back of it. That's what. So this is just his cape. Technically, this should be on the back, but I just want it on the front. Buffy is great. Watching the final, yeah, Hellions, yep.
Man,
Did you? Yeah, I mean, like, there's only 2 X books. It's weird. X-Men's only doing 2 books a week now, which is okay.
actually, X-Men and the Man Thing. I got this.
Oh, did you get that? Did you get that? I didn't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. My wife was like, "Hey, are you gonna get X-Men and the Man Thing?" I'm like, I haven't really thought about it. I went into it and I'm like, this is not bad. Like, I don't care. The Man Thing. All right, whatever. The whole swamp thing. I get it. I get that. But the fact is, we have Ileana with her own monster program.
Oh, cool.
We got
that's really
Shark Girl, Marrow, Wolf Cub, Forearm, and Mammal Max. So, yeah, it's not bad. And also, we kind of get an idea of how old Ileana is in this reality. Because if you think about it, if you really kind of think about it, when Ileana was taken when she was 7 years old, and then she got reverted back, and then she died. And then, like, this isn't even the original Ileana, is it? It's another reality.
I have no idea what anything is. It's like I'm just going along for the ride. I'm just gonna just nerd out and read the comics and be like, oh, this is cool. And it's like I don't know what anything means anymore.
Hey, it's all part of my thing that Ileana is buck wild. She was like 20 when she almost kind of came out to Kitty. Like, her and Kitty have a huge age gap to me. Like Kitty's like almost 30. Ileana's like 22.
Right.
She's a weirdo.
Oh yes, okay. So you know, Mammal Max.
Mammal Max.
Mammal Max. Yeah,
It's a real like. He looks like a giant elephant. He looks like Babar if he went to San Quentin.
He's Ganesh from from Hinduism or whatever.
Right. Yeah, he is a big boy. Actually, he was created during the Chuck Austin run when they didn't have a lot of big guys. They were creating new guys,
just like big beefed up.
Oh yeah, no, like he was part of a really interesting reincarnation of the Brotherhood of Mutants, led by Exodus with Sabretooth, Avalanche, Black Tom, Juggernaut, Nocturne, Nightcrawler's alternate dimension daughter,
right?
And this guy. It was a pretty solid team. Like too bad he got captured and killed by the Weapon X program.
Yeah. Is that Forearm? That he's a Rob Liefeld guy, right?
Oh yeah, that he goes way back.
He's a Liefeld creation.
Mutant Liberation Front. This is,
the MLF. I thought they were pretty cool.
yeah, I mean, they were a nice alternative. They were like, they were. I mean, they weren't really different from the Brotherhood of Mutants, but they're like, okay, we can't call ourselves the Brotherhood, so we got to get like super militant with it.
Yeah,
Mutant Liberation Front, exactly.
I liked that. I thought that was pretty. That was pretty killer. Like, and the thing is too, it's like, I mean, New Mutants at that time. I mean, they fought. I guess they were fighting the Hellions pretty much every issue, right? I didn't. This is when I wasn't reading New Mutants. And I think that's all. It was just basically like the Hellions every time, and then somebody's. I think Rob Liefeld's like, look, let's say what you want about Rob Liefeld, but he that book went up in sales. I mean, it's the facts are the facts. Like,
oh no, hey, I get it. He created the formula, but he did not make it. He did not get it to where it needed to be. All right, he just get. It's like he hey Ryan. Like Rob Liefeld is kind of like Michael Bay movies. They're like really they're really fun, but there's no story. There's no story. Yeah, like and then we got Fabian Nicieza, who came in after Liefeld left to make Image and just really went into the characters. And that's the X-Force I like. That's
basically like he was there from the beginning, but really, it's sort of like
he left after 10 issues, right?
Yeah, he was there. Yeah, no worries. How's it going, guys? Don't forget to hit the like button for me. Help me out.
Like us, we'll like you.
Michael Bay sucks. He does suck, doesn't he?
Michael Bay swallows, but that's another thing.
You know the thing is that there's some directors out there who need to be the point and shoot men, and not the script supervisors, and you know what I mean. Like you have to hand him the thing and say, here, make this. Don't alter it. Don't put your spin on it.
Read it.
Make the action look good, and that's because like some of the action's really good. Although I found that in some of the Transformers movies, it was very difficult to tell who was hitting who because they overcomplicated the look of these characters. Like this is why Optimus Prime was red and bulky, like blocky, like you could see Optimus Prime. Like there's a part where it's one of the movies. It's Starscream who's now gray, Megatron who's also gray, fighting Optimus Prime, and it's like I can't tell like who's winning this. It's like two piles of junk rolling on top of each other, and you're like, am I supposed to be able to tell?
Hurricane of metal.
It's a hurricane of metal. Wait, when you say the thing is, look, I like Rob Liefeld because you're right, Greymalkin. It's like, look, Rob Liefeld. It's a lot of like look, but when I was in that age, this is in the 90s, like I was slowly going out of comics, and this excitement of Cable and X-Force and even Image, it kind of brought me back into it, right? And it was like I can't help but like what I like in the age I am when I like it. You know what I mean? It's like I was going every week to the comic shops and like, dude, I got to see what's coming out, like Jim Lee and all these guys. And you can and you can look back now, with a more mature eye and be like, well, this wasn't that great. And I ended up selling all my Image comics as well. I kept Strike, what was it called?
Wildcats?
Cyber Force. No, I kept I kept some Cyber Force. I kept a couple of Young Bloods with Prophet in it, and anything that I thought might be something later on. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is. And I went back and I loved Cable. Everyone was talking about Deadpool, but I actually love Cable way more. I don't know why.
Cable's super interesting right now, like at least to me, because Doctor Who really helped me understand how Cable's whole timeline works. When people say, "Oh, he's a retcon machine," like, no. All this was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Like, it's not when people say, "Oh, this is," like, no, you're overcomplicating it. Time, it's cyclical. It's a circle. You keep that in mind, you're fine.
Look, timey-wimey, we know that from Doctor Who. I just watch it and like, look, time travel is always a mess. I just get into it. I'm like, this is cool. And it is
easy.
it is what it is. And Back to the Future 2 had that timeline where he's like, this is the alternate 1985. We have to go back before this happened. They
to the
explained it pretty
original
good.
alternate
Alternate.
1985, because that's not the original one. Like the only way to go back to the original one would be going back and stopping himself from going to that mall.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
he gave the almanac. The almanac was the thing that got that messed it all up or whatever. In Back to the Future 2, with Biff
Right.
getting the prediction, so he knew all of the sports teams.
Oh no! But remember, in the first one though, the first one was really it was a kind of a crappy existence. But at the end of it, McFly, he changed his entire family. Like he changed the space time continuum to fit.
Like in part 1?
Yeah.
No, not in part 1. Well, yeah, sorry, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, because he goes back, he changes all. Yeah, that 1985 is wrong too, because that's the one where Biff is subservient to McFly now.
He changed.
So it's a total mess. It's a disaster.
He changed
but I love it
3 times.
Yeah,
Once
right.
to change it for his to make his life for his family more better, which is.
But that wasn't. He wasn't. That was a fluke. He didn't intend that. Yeah, that was a positive side effect. I mean, you think what? Of course, it's my favorite DCEU movie. So yes. Way too much going on.
Yeah.
Like he can tell. There's some good visual elements for sure. No one's gonna really look. Making a movie is hard. So I don't like bashing people, even if I don't like them, like a JJ or whatever. Making a movie is very difficult, and there's this famous producer, old school, old timey Hollywood, where he's like, I would applaud at the end of every movie I saw, because I just know how difficult and how much time and how much effort everyone puts into this movie, that I don't want someone to, say, oh, this is just trash or whatever. You know what I mean? It's true. If someone put a lot of work into it.
But you can make a movie with an iPad nowadays. I mean, like, how much work are you really putting into it? I'm kidding, Nathan.
That I don't like
Returns.
Now. Oh, I love Batman Returns.
I did not. It's just like, yikes! It's Tim Burton. I don't like Tim. Like, I understand that he's. Oh my God! I'm so goth. I'm so mysterious. Oh, some little white girl likes me for some reason. I'm a monster. Like that. That's his entire thing. That's everything he does. And I'm sorry, Tim Burton. Guillermo del Toro does it better.
Sometimes, but
sometimes, yeah.
I love Batman Returns. When I saw it as a kid in the theater, I did not like it, because Penguin was my favorite, and he wasn't kind of Penguin. But now I love Penguin. I've seen Batman Returns so many times. It's beautiful. It's like it's an artistic painting come to life. It's not the best. The best Batman movie is '89, but Tim Burton's Batman or Returns is my favorite. If that makes sense.
As far as other movies I liked, the first X-Men, going back, it's not good. It's not really.
No, I didn't like it when I saw it.
It's like, if you look at it, a lot of these superhero movies are products of the time. You look at the first X-Men movie, it's not a lot happens.
No, nothing happens. It's rubbish, actually. It's rubbish, and there's no effects of any kind. Nothing happens. It's like so boring.
Okay, I will say this though: the first 2 X-Men movies are really good if you only read the Claremont stuff,
or if you don't know anything about X-Men.
Or if you only just saw the cartoon.
Yeah, maybe. I guess so.
Yeah,
like my wife likes the X-Men movies because she doesn't know anything.
Right.
So she's like, oh, that looks like a fun movie. It's like, okay. Ta-Nehisi is one of the worst comic. I haven't read many of his things, but if you're writing a book in order to only tell your political message, that's not going to be good. the way writing works, Star Trek, classic writing like Star Trek, even like Doctor Who, all of these things always covered a lot of social issues, but they did them by telling a story first and making the person watching come to the realization of the message that they want to tell yourself.
It's called subtlety.
It's called subtlety. And what makes these things rewatchable is that when you were a kid and you watched Doctor Who, you thought this is a cool adventure, or watch Star Trek. My wife loved Star Trek as a little girl. She'd be like, wow, it's so exciting. They go to a new planet and they learn stuff. Then, and you never thought anything about it. But then when you grew up and rewatch these things, you're like, oh my God, I see what they're doing there.
Yeah.
That's what makes it good. When you turn to the camera or written on a page says, this person is evil or something, you're like, what is happening? This is so like literally some of the later Doctor Who's, they've literally almost turned to the camera and they're like, this is really Donald Trump. And you're like, why is this happening right now? Like, let me just watch this show. It's like so stupid. It's
Russell
poor writing.
Davies was the best.
The best.
Yeah,
he's the best.
He made you learn something. Like he'll bring up some like really like just a really biting truth about humanity, and you're like, oh, that's really true. But Torchwood, the last.
Oh, that was a fantastic series.
Children of Earth.
Oh, it's the best.
That's exactly how humanity would handle this situation. They would totally.
Yeah. No, dude, like that was brilliant. You're freezing.
No, okay, like giving away 10% of the world's children, and what did the government do? It's like, hey, let's get all these like poor kids first, not our kids. Let's get all the like low income kid, let's just get all of them. And
it wasn't done in a way to like, and that was Jack Harkness's decision.
Yeah. You see, and then you had Miracle Day, and I was looking at it like, wow, we would really do that. We would. That
was an interesting series too.
Like torture. Russell T Davies has his way of showing a mirror to society. But it's a really it's real. Oh man,
you got to pay attention though. It's not just good. He doesn't just turn to the camera. No character turns to the camera and says, "Hi, this is what we're trying to tell you." Like it's literally the story, and you can watch it as just a story. Like if you just don't want to read into it and just be like, "Wow, that was an entertaining show," like because there's going to be teens, and depending on what country you're in, you're going to watch. You get something different out of it. Hey, Belle, how's it going?
Hey, Belle. He ruined Captain America.
I haven't read any of the Captain America or Black Panthers.
All right.
Hey, but yeah, what's up? Hey, Steven, how's it going?
Hey.
I've already lost the chat. It's been like 10 minutes. I've already lost the chat. Here we go.
Anthony. Oh, jeez. He's like, I read a couple of his books. They're good. I don't
know. What do you guys like or dislike about what's BTTF? I don't know.
Oh, Back to the Future.
Oh, Back to the Future Part 3. I'll tell you. I can tell you why. I can tell you what I don't like about Part 3. This is something that Roger Ebert said, and it messed up my life.
Come on, hit me.
Okay, he goes. They go to the Hollywood version of the Old West, not the real version of the Old West, where there's people shooting each other in the back. Everything's dirty and grummy and all that. And I thought, oh, you're right. Like they went back to a Hollywood like the way Hollywood looks at the Old West, not the way it really was.
Oh, come on, man. Like, all right.
That's true, man.
Rest in peace, Roger Ebert, but he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. The Wild West that we see wasn't even the Wild West, okay? Like, that's, like, it's always a lie. Back to the Future 3, I liked how it wrapped everything up, even those little things that you heard, like, hey, the bell tower was built in this. I'm like, oh, hey, they did mention that.
That was neat.
Yeah. Like, I was like, okay, I had a really good time. And the fact they made the train into a time machine at the end, I'm like, yes. And that kind of made me remember the cartoon, the Back to the Future cartoon.
Yep.
I was,
because they travel around in that or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I don't like the movie. I like all the Back to the Futures. I'm just saying that was like that. And also when I was a kid, I thought the Old West was kind of boring. I thought, the Old West, I've seen so many Westerns. I don't need to see them in the West. That was my only thing. I still like Back to the Future 3. The ending is the best. The future's whatever it's the Terminator line. Like I like part 3, but like part 1 is a perfect film in my opinion. Part 2 is very good, and part 3 is really good. Let's put it that way.
All 3 of those movies were filmed at the same. Well, okay,
2 and 3 at the same time.
Yeah, so that means they went Peter Jackson with this.
Yeah,
Peter Jackson. We're gonna do this. I feel that's how you're supposed to do a trilogy. Like if you're gonna do the first one, you got to do 2 and 3 at the same time. Like
or make it in such a way that the first one stands on its own, like Star Wars. The first Star Wars movie stood on its own, right? Because they defeated the. Now you can assume that if there was no more, you would assume that the rebels took the fight to the Empire. The Empire lost its greatest weapon; it was weakened, and the rebels could win. But there was more, so there you go. Oh, did you watch Bad Batch? I thought it was damn awesome.
I did not. Okay, I've been having in-laws who just came from another country, and so we just been having a full house. I have not. And also Cinco de Mayo was yesterday, so I was partying. All right, let me tell you, birria, like it's a meat that it's so good. Oh my, okay, all right.
I like all food. Like I'm an equal opportunity eater.
Right.
I think food and music unite the planet. Right. Like this, it's like. Yeah, it's like you get good food from it because I like anything. I will eat I will try anything, man. I did a vegan diet for 6 months. That was the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my life. I apologize if there's vegans out there. I did it for hardcore 6 months. It was absolutely dreadful.
I don't understand. Veganism is such a first world problem. Being a vegan is such something all right. So you're going against thousands of years of evolution. Because you don't want to kill an animal. Wow, you are very entitled. It's like
really. First of all, animals have been killed all the time, anyways, for your clothes and everything else. Testing, you're wearing makeup. You're wearing makeup. Oh, I can't kill an animal. You're wearing makeup, right? So,
seriously, like it kind of go.
Unless you're Tarzan, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
That kind of makes me think about what my mother would say. Like, if I didn't want any food, it's like, guess you. And like, if I say, "Oh, I'm hungry," like, "Oh, your food," like, I don't want this. Like, guess you ain't hungry. Guess you're not hungry.
Oh yeah. No. I don't know who my father is. I never seen my father. Sure. I don't know his name or anything. So it's like we grew up in like it was like 6 of us tight in a 3-bedroom apartment. My grandmother, again, my grandparents, communist Croatia. That's where they came from. My grandmother made food, and then you ate that food.
Right.
If you didn't want that food, you didn't eat.
Right.
I've never in my effing life been asked, what would you like, Jason? My name's Jason. Jason, what would you like for dinner today? That was never asked.
Right. No, because
there was here's your food.
That you're equal. See,
right.
You do that to a child. That implies that you're equal. Yeah. You're not equal. Okay, you're a child. You have no rights. You're basically a pet.
And I got the wooden spoon. I got the wooden spoon a few times, and I'll tell you, you know what my grandfather used to do? This is a good one. This is to all the parents out there. If you guys are parents, let me tell you the good way to do it. My grandfather would pull my sideburns and yank. Dude, to this day, I still shave them. I still shave them. But I gotta tell you, one time I was talking with my cousin, and we grew up together, so we're basically like brother and sister. And she was like, she's like, oh, my grandfather used to pull Jason's sideburns, and she went to just show people, and I flinched. I was like, whoa. And I'm like, my God, I'm 43 years old, and I'm still flinching from that. I got a tick from that. All right, let's get back to, okay, Ryan, the film is the hardest form. Yeah, I know, really I know. It's really tough. Hey, you know what I learned? What I just learned? I was reading these, we'll get Steve in. How's it going? Let me get Steve in here. Hey, Steve.
Hey.
Okay, so I was reading this book. This is about movie serials, so Spy Smasher. So movie serials relied heavily on stunts and fighting.
Right.
Apparently, Republic Pictures paid the stuntmen more than the actors because they relied so heavily on the stunts being good that it was more important than the actors. So they got paid higher than the actors. Isn't that
First time that's ever happened.
That's that. Gosh, Truth, what's going on, man? How's it going, guys?
Hey, guys.
All right, Snyder's going through. The Snyder Cut is going through the same time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on. The Dark Knight Returns, Part 1 and 2, my favorite Batman films of all time. The Dark Knight. Wait, The Dark Knight Returns. The cartoons.
Animated.
Yeah, those are good. Yeah,
animated. Sorry, not cartoons.
Yeah, those are really good. Those are awesome. Yeah.
There's a difference between animation and cartoons.
I think Mask of the Phantasm is the best. What do you guys think? You think
it's the best theatrically? It's the
animated, best animated. You think?
Yeah, it hit the theaters. I say it's better than the Dark Knight, Batman Begins. Like it's better than the Nolan and the Tim Burton and the Schumacher movies because it came out in the theaters. That's the only reason why it's the best one of all time.
It might be. It actually, I think if you objectively look at it to say like what feels like the best Batman, that might be the one. I mean, I would say it's underrated, but everyone loves it, I think. So I don't think it's underrated. I think it's
in the third act, and you were like, "Whoa,
yeah, I know." And he was great.
Not even a name.
Yeah, he was great. First Deadpool movie was cool. Yeah, they're both good. How's it going, Geek Prime 009?
I would actually flip it. I think second one was better than first upon second viewing.
Greymalkin, Deadpool 1 or 2, which is best?
Yeah.
You think
they
part
both
2?
Suck. I hate
both. Yeah, you don't like Deadpool. You don't like Deadpool, right?
No. All right. I feel like anybody could have been Deadpool. Chris Evans could have been Deadpool.
I could have been Deadpool.
You could have been Deadpool. He could have been Deadpool. We all could have been Deadpool.
Here's a Deadpool. Here's a...
No, like Ryan Reynolds has been doing the same thing since like Van Wilder, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, so good!" I'm like, really? I mean, he was in a movie with Denzel Washington with Safe House. You literally see Denzel Washington age in that movie because he's carrying Ryan Reynolds the entire way. He's like, "I'm going to get you to the end of this movie."
Ryan Reynolds has his place. The one thing that did annoy me was all the quote unquote Deadpool fans that seemed to come out of the woodwork when those movies came out.
Oh my god!
Like it's just like the same with the Dark Knight. All the Batman fans came out of the woodwork, etc., etc. But it's amazing how they come out of the woodwork for when the movie comes out, and then it ends, and then they just go right back into the woodwork. Like I'd love to see Deadpool sales a year after Deadpool 2 came out.
I mean, Deadpool. I'll tell you the Deadpool Day story in just 1 second. I just want to say hey to JoJo. What's going on? She's got a great channel. She does like super heavy duty comic stuff. So I threw a link up in the chat here for you guys to check out her channel. I can that is it right there. Flicks and Comics. You guys can check it out for sure. She does live streams as well. So check her out. Okay, let's get back. Doctor Who. We're gonna address that in a second. Doctor Who's good. It's not so much political as that it just sucks.
That way though. It's always they dip their foot in it, but they're very subtle. They're
not now though.
Doctor Who, they didn't dip their foot in. They took a dive off the high board into it. Like they're
right now.
No, like when I was watching it, it was like a dip. Like I remember one time during the Donna Noble run where they were talking about slaves, and Donna's like, "We don't have slaves. Like, who do you think makes your clothes?" I'm like, "That's true. That's true."
Well, there was always
look,
from New Who, at least. I can't speak more for Old Who, but New Who always had a bit of social politics there, but it was not. But it was not preachy, right?
Yeah.
This iteration of Doctor Who is preachy. If you don't do something about the plastic in the ocean right now, you're an a-hole, right?
That was
like
that's what
it is.
It's like Captain Planet.
But Captain Planet is made for kids to teach them about stuff. Doctor Who's supposed to be family entertainment about like a time traveler.
Yeah, Doctor Who just makes you feel rotten about yourself every episode almost, and I'm like, who wants to do that?
Seriously.
I was still tolerating it. Look, I'm a Doctor Who super fan, so I was still with it. I'm like, okay, this episode was trash, but I don't care. I'm still going strong. It's Doctor Who. I'm gonna stick with it. And then the very last episode nailed. I'm like, why are you pretending that there's more than the 13 Doctors we have? And it's like giving the Doctor an origin. It's like, it's called Doctor Who. Why is there an origin? That's really stupid. It's just bad, right? That's bad. And the origin is garbage anyways. Like, oh, it was like some kid and then we experimented on her. I'm like, oh, so bad. Why? I hope they undo it. The next episode, if I was the writer, I'd have the Master come in and be like, I was just lying. Ha ha ha. And then just erase that episode.
I will say this, though, changing the Master from a male to a female has been one of the best things I've seen.
I've met Miss. We both met her, right?
We both met Michelle Gomez, yeah.
Okay,
She's
all right,
great.
guys. All right, real quick. I think Michelle Gomez would be an excellent Mystique. Just like her mannerisms. Like, remember when she had? Remember on Doctor Who where she was telling that little girl like she's gonna die in 1 minute? She was basically messing with her. Like, that's something Mystique would do.
Now here's something that you guys may not know, because like I'm a classic Who guy. The Master actually died and ran out of his regens long back.
Yeah,
Roger Delgado, who is the greatest. Yeah. He died, and Anthony Ainley eventually took over. But Anthony Ainley, that person, is actually Nissa's father, I believe. I watched it so long ago now, but like the Master would steal people's bodies, so he could be anything. Like he was Eric Roberts. Eric Roberts was the Master in the 8th Doctor TV movie. So the Master could steal bodies, so he could be anything, right? The gender swapping, I questioned it, but it wasn't a deal breaker. And nothing was a deal breaker until the last episode where they just derailed the origin of Doctor Who. And I thought, this is just like
I stopped watching after Capaldi.
I still like, Capaldi's great, and there's some good stuff. Pull pork, yes, that's nice. Oh yeah, that's really tough. Arkham Gaming, what's going on?
Hey.
So we're not getting the extended universe with DC, but I care less because it's one of good movies. Yeah, look, I mean, I always want something good. So if it's going to be I want Superman to continue. If it can be with Henry Cavill, that'd be probably better. But if not, then that's okay.
It's not okay. I guess grammar is fine.
What's going on, Ambassadorial Wing? And the ambassador is going to be here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to talk about Doctor Doom. And I don't know a lot about Doctor Doom because I've read more than 4, less than 24. No, that I shouldn't have said. More than 4, but less than 40 Fantastic Four comics.
I like Doctor Doom, but
I love Doctor Doom, but
he's so funny. Like, you can't really take him seriously. Hi, I'm Doom. Doom is angry. Can you imagine him at a like just by himself? Doom is hungry. Go to his fridge.
He's talking to the Doom bots. He's talking to the Doom bots and stuff. Laughing man. Steve is the laughing man. Yeah, Steve is from. Have you guys seen Ghost in the Shell? There's the laughing man from Ghost in the Shell. I can't remember what series that was from, but like, there's so many Ghost in the Shell things that I own that they've all mixed, and I can't tell them apart anymore. Zack and Snyderverse is dead. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So this is the flick. This is JoJo's site, Flicks and Comics. The link's in the chat. You guys can check that out.
Go check out.
Yeah, Van Wilder. I mean, but okay, so Van Wilder's Van Wilder, but Deadpool, he was good for Deadpool. That is what Deadpool kind of is like, right?
It's great. It's just like he's not doing anything that's really that different. I mean, Chris Evans can like I said, Chris Evans did the same thing in The Losers. He did the same.
I liked The Losers. I thought that was pretty cool.
It was great. Hey, it was great. I'm just saying, like, that's Deadpool. Like, Deadpool's not really that hard to do. All you had to do is just be good looking and just have a dirty mouth. That's all.
I could do it. Yeah. I could definitely do it.
The Gotham TV
Get this man the Red Hood.
Okay, the Gotham TV series. Well, The Gotham TV series is great because it proves that Batman is garbage. Because apparently Commissioner Gordon can handle crime without him. So I don't know what the point of that show was. It's like the whole point is that you can't the Gotham City police cannot handle the criminals, so they need Batman. But apparently they can. So we don't need Batman. Thanks, Gotham.
Also, that series, his whole relationship with his wife was kind of weird, where she was cheating on him with another woman, and nobody ever found out about it, and it was just like,
that's
really?
Awesome. That's awesome. The one thing I will say about Gotham, never having to watch one episode, and it's not looking good, sports fans. It's not looking good that I will ever watch it. But the one thing I did think from the stills were, damn, they got a lot of the villains in there, and they look pretty cool, a lot of them.
They do, but ultimately it's, we're going to be like, no.
I will say, though, it started out strong. You're like, wow, this is Gotham. Wow, this is really cool. But it would have been better if they didn't have Bruce Wayne in it. Like, it just have Bruce's parents or something, so we can get, because we don't really know anything about him. Like, we have those fan theories saying like Thomas Wayne was actually a crime lord, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, nobody's gonna get that rich without.
I lost internet there.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that the Batman universe has been like torn through like a million times with all these people giving their takes on it. And I'm like, I feel I know more about Bruce Wayne's butler than I do Blue Beetle, which is kind of ridiculous when you think about it.
Alfred
Penguin. I love Blue Beetle. I got the radio show. I've got a very old Blue Beetle comic I should show you guys. I'll show you guys maybe after. Okay, so it's one Deadpool and right now.
Burt Reynolds? Burt Reynolds?
So Burt Reynolds' mustache owned the 70s.
Yeah, big time.
Robert Redford owned the 70s.
No, Burt Reynolds' mustache owned the 70s.
My grandmother always did say
everyone loves Burt Reynolds.
Ew.
In the band.
No. I want to watch a black
Cannonball Run.
Yes, please hit the like button. I love Cannonball Run, man. Come on.
That's rough.
Yes, please remember, blast the like button. I have all these cool things that I never use. It's like I set all these up. It's like,
hey, like us, we'll like you.
All right, hey, Prince of Puzzlers, what's going on, man? Prince of Puzzlers always comes on Truth's.
Can I ask a question? I've seen this a couple of times. What's with the gay Joker hashtag?
I was wondering, like, I mean,
have no idea what's gay Joker.
Is Joker gay for Batman?
Oh. And Doom We Trust, yes, so. I agree.
It makes a lot of sense. I mean, remember the Batman Lego movie where Batman basically told Joker, like, you're not my greatest villain. You're just, like, one of them. And just to see the crush, like, you know what? I don't think I'm human anymore because I loved it.
I love the Lego Batman movie, that's for sure. Gotham Joker was trash.
I'm joining when I'm done eating.
All right. Goku One Punch Man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, they can't. No. Listen, I have every single Dragon Ball thing there is. I have every One Punch Man thing there is. And Sasuke, where is that from?
I had it.
What is it, like Naruto or something?
Yeah, Naruto.
Okay, so is fictional character.
Only one person can beat Kal-El, and that's his wife. Okay.
Yes, that is.
Well,
true.
Doomsday beat him.
Well,
Doomsday beat him.
Yeah, but like Lois, the only one who can actually make him go down for the cow, and it can make him submit without even lifting a finger.
He was just joking. All right, so had some Nicholson, Ledger, Mark Hamill. I mean, Mark Hamill is awesome.
Mark Hamill's an animal with.
Cameron Monaghan. Oh, okay, that's guy who played Joker on Gotham. I'm like, who the hell's Cameron Monaghan? Okay.
Hey, he's good.
I don't know. I mean, he's okay as that character, I guess. It's just I don't feel that as Joker. It's just weird. I don't know.
You don't need to bring Joker in.
Joker's for sure gay.
Yeah, man, it's not even a theory.
He likes Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Or what?
Seen the first episode of
Harley Quinn.
Yeah. Reach around.
Yeah, I know. I didn't watch it. I have it on DVD though.
Oh god, the reach around. I don't know why that face was bad. Hey, because like,
oh man,
when I first heard it, I didn't know what it was. I was like, "Hey man, go for that reach around." I got suspended.
Joker.
I didn't know what it was.
What, they're saying Joker's gay in it?
Oh no! Well, the Snyder thing, like, oh, this is a real.
This is. I'll show you the best Joker right here.
There you go.
That was the best. I love that.
Fun fact: that Joker was in the actor was in the original version of Ocean's 11, starring Frank Sinatra.
Cesar Romero.
Yeah.
Andrew J. Man, which Joker live action is close to the comics in your eyes? I guess Jack Nicholson. Look, let me tell you something about the Joker right now. This is the facts here. You come to the danger room for the facts. Nobody outside of Jack Nicholson that I can remember. Sean is coming in to interrupt me. That's okay. Sean, what's going on?
Hey, Sean.
The rest of the beer will be here shortly.
Yeah.
Sean
can't hear you, Sean. Can you hear us?
And his beard has a number.
I have now unmuted myself.
Whew. Okay, there you go. And you're echoing like the god that you are. Okay. Sean, this is off topic for everybody, but I gotta get this. Did you get your book?
Oh yeah. So
when did you get it? I just got this yesterday.
Yeah, I got it yesterday. No, okay. Actually, you know what? I got it a couple days ago, man.
Maybe
Sean has the
last
line,
week,
man.
Sean has that's fine.
The connections.
Deep connections.
No, I think I may have gotten a couple days ago as well. Okay.
So I listened to the stream a bit earlier, and I think a skeptic was asking about the other guides, like other toy guides and stuff. So
yes, Transformers. Is there Transformers? Yep. Yes, I told him to wait till you got on because you'll have that for sure. All right, let's.
So here's the first one. This is Mark Bellomo. It was a lenticular thing, and it's got it's got the entire line, all of it. Now he lists them by each year, which I like. But even like at the end, it's all the Action Masters stuff that no one cared about, and now is worth like tons.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. And then he made another one. It's not a second edition, but it's the same basic thing, but just better pictures and stuff.
Yeah,
that's the one.
So the whole thing, yeah, it's like everything. He also made a Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars we know about. Yeah.
So yeah, this is really good. There's a second edition, but I didn't buy it because it was it's like hardcover, and I didn't care about that. Like it's too big. Like this is like the He-Man one's big too, but there's only like one kind of that, and it's the hardcover. So I thought they're gonna do like a softcover second edition, but they didn't. This is good anyways. It's got like vintage. It's got Ewoks. It's got droids. It's got all the vintage stuff that they did.
All the good stuff.
And they did G.I. Joe as well.
All the good stuff that Star Wars fans like. Not that crazy girl who's ended up being Palpatine's granddaughter.
Yeah. There's a third edition G.I. Joe. I didn't buy it because I have two editions. It's fine. There's like a bunch of errors, I guess, but like that Form BX, right? The YouTube guy. He pointed out all the errors in the second edition and flashed them on his screen. It was crazy. And so they came out with a third edition. I'm not a super duper super fan like that guy is, so I'm fine with what I have. I like the references. I like all the stuff it lists, and I mean, if you want like an ultimate guide to some of these stuff, this is great. But yeah, the He-Man book
it really is.
Oh, Sean is broken. Yeah, no, I showed that earlier. That book is extremely heavy.
It's awesome. Did you read any of it? Or?
Oh, I just flipped through it. I've been going through. I don't know if you saw earlier when I'm going through my Spy Smasher and serial book. It's great. Okay, no, I want to talk about the Joker for 2 seconds here. Okay, and since everyone's here, you guys can tell me if you agree or not. We're talking about live action Joker. Okay.
Okay.
So look, the Jack Nicholson Joker is the only one that does Joker-ish things. Like he's got the gas, the balloons, the smile. He messes with people. He's pretty funny. Like I don't see any Jokerisms from anyone else. It's like Heath Ledger was just a bad guy. It's like where was the Joker things? Like where was like the big huge gun that like
89 Batman came at the tail end of like campy fun like cinema. And so after that, everything's like, well, let's make him a serial killer, but like we have a million serial killers. What's unique to Joker?
Yeah, like and Jack Nicholson Joker was insane. He literally has all these giant balloons. He's making this big party. Everyone come out, and he's giving people money. Hey, hubba hubba hubba, money. Ooh. And he's giving all this money. And then he's like, okay, well now's the time where I'm going to kill all of you guys because you guys all suck. And you're like, this guy's crazy. He literally lured everybody out with money and balloons, and then he's going to gas them all. What a bastard! That's like he's way worse than anyone else. And hold on.
The tops.
Hold on. He literally took all of the beauty products and messed it up so that like if you're the more vain you are and the more makeup you use, the more you're gonna get killed, or there's a chance you get killed. And he's got the smile on his face. And he does a commercial about it. He goes, hey, I know what you're thinking. Where can I get these fine new items? Chances are you bought them already, huh? And you're like, guy's crazy. And that's Joker. He's dancing around. He's being weird. He's laughing. He's outrageous, and he's killing people. Heath Ledger just kills people with like smear face. You're like, I know he's a scary person, but this is not Joker to me. Like, or there's not enough Jokerisms to make it Joker. It's the ship of Theseus. Everything you strip away, is it now the Joker? It's like he doesn't have the white skin. It's like he doesn't do Joker stuff. It's like, well, when is it not the Joker anymore? Like at some point it stops being the Joker and it's just a guy in a purple coat. Thoughts on that?
I agree. I mean, because you got to remember, Jack Nicholson was too old to play the Joker in the first place.
Yeah.
And like everything about this movie, well, all right, Michael Keaton was a comedian doing drama for the first time. That was a big deal. No one saw that coming. But the Joker in this, yeah, you're right. He had a crew, and he was just killing his head guy. Bob, I'm sad, Bob. Bam.
Boom. Yeah, and he's like, why didn't somebody tell me he had one of those things? He doesn't even know himself. He just
and he's like, you know what? I need to be alone for a while. Everybody's like, what?
And then he pulls an enormous gun out of his pants and blows up, shoots down the Batwing. Like,
I mean, okay, we're not talking about Jared Leto, who just kills people for no reason. Because remember in Suicide Squad, the rapper Common, he was like, no, man, that's your girl. I'm not going to. And then he just kills him just because he's what? Like, and also
Common. He was gonna be Green Lantern in that Justice League Mortal movie.
Yeah,
and then he gets killed by Joker.
Joaquin Phoenix is that joke. Oh my god, they just made a movie about somebody with mental problems and just said, "Hey, it's Joker." That's
that is what it is.
Well, they shot it. They made it like, what if Joker or a version of the Joker met Taxi Driver? That's basically what
it was.
I always thought it was just like a disturbed man who was just into clowns, and like, that was it. Like
the problem is that the more prestige the movie is, and the more they're like, oh, we got this guy to play the Joker, the less like the Joker it is, and the more like he's just an insane man, right?
That you love, that people want to root for, and the Joker is not somebody you should root for. All right, and this is just me. If I'm in a bank and the Joker comes in with goons, I'm like, I hope he just kills me. No, I mean, come on, you're not walking out of that. Like, walking out. Just shoot me now. Like, seeing the Joker should be the last thing you should ever want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, like Joaquin, it's is it the Joker? I don't know, kind of. Jared Leto can be the most active Joker.
Jared Leto.
I mean,
I can feel I could beat up Jared Leto, like legitly.
The thing about Joker, the Jared Leto Joker, was his laugh. Like his laugh was so bizarre. He's I'm like, is someone squeezing his nuts? Like, what is going on over there?
And
Like
then
it was like he didn't even have. It was like a hiss.
It's like a ha ha ha. He did
Yeah.
that in Justice League. I don't know that Justice League thing. He's just sitting on a car, like, oh no, oh the big
I don't
Joker
like
scene.
that ending.
Yeah,
I don't like that ending. I know
And he's too
I've had
verbose.
arguments
He's like
with people.
talking and talking and talking. Dude, do you do something or what the hell? Anyway,
I know we've had arguments a bit about this, and I've had arguments with like the Truth stream too. It's like I don't like the nightmare thing at the end because now it goes nowhere anyways. I just don't like any of. I don't like any of it. I don't like. I know people really love it. They think it's interesting. I really don't like. If they should just, when I rewatch Justice League when I get it on 4K, I'm probably not going to watch that ending, to be honest. I mean, I'm probably just going to like stop it.
To me, the movie ends at the 2:35 mark. After that, all that other stuff can go. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, like, when they kill Steppenwolf, that's it, right? And then Darkseid like turns to Desaad. He's like, okay, well, fuck, we'll take care of this shit later.
That's the movie.
That's the movie. It's done. Like they defeated him.
No,
that's actually perfect, actually. Like, because the bad guy's defeated, and there's a threat of things to come for the next, movie.
For the future,
that's a good way to. That's a good spot right there.
But also, like that, this kind of goes in with the Batman fans. They like the ones who think Joker is the best thing ever, which is not the case. Joker sucks. Like, I mean, I never understood why Batman couldn't just. Can I just kill this guy? Just like nobody would know.
Yeah.
Like nobody would really tell him that he's wrong. Like, I mean, maybe Barbara Gordon, but you just tell her to shut up. Like, shut up, Gordon. Shut up, barbecue.
You do not like Barbara Gordon, I know. I smash. Well, he smashes spies. I mostly agree with you. Good. Yes. Oh, see, what about Cesar Romero? Cesar Romero is awesome, of course. He's great.
It was a different time.
That's just a different time. He just doesn't.
The first time I saw the Cesar Romero Joker in the show, he was pitching in a baseball game in prison.
Yes,
no, he's great.
The Joker's pitching. Yeah, he jumps out with the springs or whatever.
He has a spring-loaded thing that makes him jump.
Yeah,
I love Cesar Romero. I'm not a fan of Dark Knight Joker anymore. I feel like the reason. Yeah, like I'm not. Look,
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. No, I know. But look, he was a great. He's a good character. The Dark Knight, the third one's a bit wonky, but the Dark Knight movies, like Nolan's, are still pretty good. But they're just action movies. It's not Batman to me at all.
No, I'm sorry, Jamie. Like,
go ahead.
They're a product of their time. You got to remember, like when Nolan was hot, he was hot. Yeah. Like they just made a Batman movie to the style of the hot director. That's all they did.
Mm-hmm. So they were anti-Batman and Robin. That was they were as far as you can go beyond, like away from that, like into the grounded Batman. Listen, man, Batman and Robin, most important comic movie ever. Everyone tried to make a grounded movie after that.
It has its place in history. Yeah. Go to that. It's the Benedict Arnold of comic book movies. But if we didn't get that, we wouldn't have a lot of the movies we have today.
No, it's true.
Yep. It's true. That's very true.
Was the person extreme? Was the person who freaked out on you a comic book fan? Like why? Like obviously not. Like that can't be the case, because why the hell would they freak out on you? Like, oh my god! Like, okay, did I just push your mom or something? Like what?
Ledger, Hamill.
Everyone loves Joker. Yeah, everyone loves the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix. So then if you say something negative about you know what it is? This happens with movies. Somebody watches a movie, they love the movie, and then that in their mind becomes everything there is to know about that thing. So it's like people like the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Now that's Joker, and they're all of a sudden Joker experts. Oh, yes. oh, Joker. Well, that was a fantastic film, good performance, and that is the true Joker. It's like, what are you talking about? Have you read anything? Have you watched anything else? It's like you don't get to watch one movie and then you're telling me what the Joker is. Right? It's like, that's not how that works. It's like, sorry.
I saw Scarface and Indiana Jones. I know everything about movies.
Oh god.
Right. I know.
I love
Jared Leto. I didn't like him. I still didn't like him. Didn't like him in it.
I always thought Willem Dafoe should play Joker. They don't even have to put makeup on him. It's like he's freaking his face is the Joker. Like, he's born like that.
Right? He does, but he has the face of a full-grown lion. I mean, but it's way too obvious. I mean, come on, man. These are actors. Let's pick somebody.
Joker is now a 2-time Oscar champion, so everyone wants to play Joker.
Now everyone wants to be Joker because they'll get an Oscar.
Oh,
yeah, it's like Oscar. It's automatic Oscar. Here you go.
It's like playing a mentally challenged character in the 90s. Everyone got an Oscar back then, or like an Emmy.
Yeah, an Emmy nomination.
It was a sad time. I don't know. Everyone was really fascinated with that. Like, if you played one, and you got like a.
I get it.
Yeah, everyone likes the nightmare scene, but they like it just because it's like cool. Like, I don't get it. I don't think it's cool at all. I don't like Bad Superman. I don't think he would turn bad. I don't care what the thing was. It's like, and it's like, if everyone's dead, then what am I watching? It's like, it's like, oh, everyone's dead. Okay, so what movies are you gonna make? It's like, oh, Wonder Woman's dead. So what am I watching this for? I'm never gonna see Wonder Woman. Like, what's the point? Like, I don't.
When you talk about like she's dead in the nightmare scene, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So it's like, what am I watching?
They had a whole like time travel thing, but so they were all going to come back in like the third. But I thought there were going to be 2, and then apparently there were going to be 3. Like, I'm sorry, make a movie, don't make a TV series. Like, I want to see the thing end in my movie, you know?
Yes, I
like
agree
Lord of the
with
Rings. Look, Lord of the Rings, the thing with that is the original book was 1 book, and they split it up into 3 books because they didn't want to publish one 1,500-page thing.
Yeah.
So when they made the movies, they split them up. But that's from the context of the book. You're making a movie from scratch. Why are you splitting it up into 3 movies? Like, I paid a ticket for one thing to see Justice League in a movie called Justice League.
Right. Man of Steel was Man of Steel. It's Superman. He defeats Zod at the end. It's done. You're like, okay, Superman has won the day. Yay. That's it. It's like, why is there, like, I don't want to see, oh, here's another half an hour of stuff that might happen later, or it might not. It's like, okay, well, what am I watching this?
I'm telling you guys, it's because DC, HBO, whatever, they are terrified of Disney right now. They have they're like, they can't get their stuff together. Like,
you should be terrified because they can't get their stuff together.
Well,
but Warner Brothers is trash. Warner Brothers is like so awful.
But like, see, DC is kind of like cigarettes. They half the job's done for them. Okay, everybody knows who these characters are. How hard is it to make?
Yeah, but that's their problem. They seem to lead with that. It's like, everyone will watch this Superman movie. It doesn't matter what we do with the character. Then they do something wrong with the character, and everyone's pissed off. It's like, I don't get it. Superman was in this movie. How come? I guess people don't like Superman then. Like that. That's their problem.
No, but like, if they were to take it, like, okay, all right, we already have the people who will watch a Superman movie. How about we just make a really good Superman
movie? Yeah.
Like, have them do space stuff. Have them meet up with Brainiac. I don't know. Lobo.
Have him not be emo. Have him not be a stalker. Have him not fly into a kid's room and while he's sleeping.
Right, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
God,
how about that?
I know. It's like
that movie scarred me, man. Like, Lex, when he built that island of kryptonite, and he's like, "Oh, we'll sell real estate here," and I'm like, "Who the hell would buy real estate here? It looks like volcanic rock. Like, what are you talking about?"
It's like it's like who was it, Singer? He saw the first movie and said, "That's what Lex Luthor does. He just like comes up with real estate schemes." It's like, no, that's one scheme in one movie. That's one of the good things about
real estate developer.
That's one of the good things about Superman 4 is like it's like Lex Luthor has another scheme because he's a supervillain. It's not real estate this time. It's like weapons, like
weapons. Yeah, he wants to keep the threat of nuclear war alive or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a disaster! Superman Returns is an utter disaster, like disastrous movie.
It's horrible.
Batman will have sex with Barbara. Okay, yes.
Barbara, what?
Kind of the most serious Batman movie. Yeah, Batman. Batman and Robin is what it is. Truth, what's going on?
Yeah, but like,
we're
also forgetting there were a bunch of like animated Batman movies that were coming out at the time too. We had like Sub-Zero that came out that a year later. Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker came out. Like, Batman was okay. Like, just Batman and Robin. Like,
it started with Batman Forever, though. It started.
Yeah, Batman Forever's where the nipples came in and all that other stuff. By the way,
yeah.
People
love getting Batman Forever, but
Nicole Kidman like on to him like a drunken prom date.
Nicole Kidman,
she was horrible in that movie,
and she's so okay. I'll tell you something right now. Batgirl and Chase, whatever, Chase Meridian, they're in a battle. So who is the most garbage female character in that entire series? Like, I cannot stand Batgirl. I hate her. And I love Alicia Silverstone and I love Nicole Kidman. And when I saw that they were in these movies, I was like, yay! And then I was like, why are they so garbage in this?
Nicole Kidman was the most disappointing for sure. Like, I still have the poster of her from Batman Forever because I'm like, look at her.
Nice.
And then I'm like, yeah,
she was recently divorced. And she looked better than ever. She was great. And then, like, really?
Yeah.
I mean, but then you go back to Kim Basinger. She was like, wow.
Yeah.
It's like every movie tried to recreate the Kim Basinger thing because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Is Uma Thurman not in the conversation for garbage character?
She is.
Like
she is.
Not in my opinion.
No,
she's a She is.
I love.
In my opinion, she is.
Oh yeah.
What? She's wacko. She looks cool. That girl looks like garbage.
Her delivery is the worst in that movie. Uma Thurman, man. Like,
No.
Well, we all know. We all know that Batman and Robin was a cocaine-fueled movie. All right, just all cocaine.
That's the only explanation for it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, I will say this: Chris O'Donnell tried. He really tried.
He thought he was in a movie. He didn't know what he signed up for.
No, and also I say his design, his Robin design was really cool.
Nightwing.
Like, wow, that's a really cool design. I'm not even
Okay, so Nightmare Scene doesn't belong. Yes, because there's nothing that comes afterwards. I agree with you on that one. It would have been better if Zod, but no, that's too many people. Are you crazy? What's going on, Cosmos?
Hey, Cosmos.
Hey.
Marcus, what it is, guys. Fun fact: Angelina Jolie is the MCU because her daughter wanted to play more. Oh yeah, well that's a lot of. That's why we have Frank Langella as Skeletor. His son's like, Dad, you got to be in it.
That's why a lot of people go into these movies because their kid, like Tom Cruise, was in Rock of Ages because his family likes musicals.
It's like,
which is weird though. The nipples are good. They're for people that love nipples. You know what? I'm tired of you nipple enthusiasts, okay? It's all it's all about the elbow.
I know. So it was, that's what was gonna happen, but it's not like, firstly, I don't want that to happen. That's number one. Because I don't want superheroes to not be in the movie. Like my thing with Batman versus Superman is they killed Dick Grayson. It's like, so now I'm never gonna see Nightwing. Like, I don't get it. Like,
I thought that was Jason Todd.
No, it's not. But even if it was Jason, we had this discussion. It was confirmed.
No.
We have a lot of
No.
We've got the DCEU super friends in this chat right now. They all like Anthony, Truth, Bell. They're like the hardcore. Don't F with them people, right? And they're like saying it's Dick Grayson.
Grayson would not allow himself to be beaten by the Joker like that. He would have gotten out.
I don't know.
We don't.
According to the script, it was. So. The script tells us.
Like, he doesn't allow himself to be caught like Jason did. And that was a
Like,
torture.
why is Jason? I don't want Jason dead either. I mean, he'll come back.
Well, I mean, he did steal the
You always get drunk.
wheels of the Batmobile. He can
That's
get
true.
collapse. He's like,
But
take
that's on Death
my
Row.
rims.
I get them mixed up all the time.
Okay, so do we want to do the hot topic of Superman's the announcement that Superman of having the black Superman? Do we want to challenge? Do we want to get into that? Is that too
Yes,
hot?
let's go there,
You want to
J-Man.
go there? You want to go there? Well, let me bring up the ship of Theseus. At
That
what
is going to be
point
your
is it?
explanation for everything now.
It
by
is.
the
I
way.
know. I'm so happy that I actually knew about that before WandaVision, but now that WandaVision has made that a thing, I'm so excited
That's
to
a
use
solid
it.
argument.
It's a solid argument. At what point in time does, and this is Black Superman Kal-El, right? Not Calvin Ellis.
Oh,
Like,
so
this
he's
is
not
their
Yeah.
Superman
No, I
now?
knew they're gonna do that. Yeah.
right.
So
It's Superman.
oh,
Yeah.
wait,
It's Clark Kent and Lois
Clark Kent.
Lane.
Clark Kent and all that, right? So
Yeah.
at what point in time is it not Superman? Let me pose a question before we begin this. I love posing questions. Okay, so the race of a character, that's a thing, right? Well, what about the color of a uniform? Surely that doesn't matter, right? So why doesn't Superman have a green costume with a purple S? Because it doesn't matter. It's just a color, right? Who
He looks
cares?
like
Well, because
Riddler, though.
yeah, because it's like that's not Superman. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, if you want, and I believe that every time they do this, they're making fun. Like, they're making fun of John Henry. What's it called? Steel, right? What's
Steel.
his name? John Henry Irons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like they're saying he's useless because they don't want him in a movie. They're saying Calvin Ellis is useless, right? It's like no, you guys aren't good enough. You guys aren't good enough characters. We need to make Kal-El a black Superman for people to have respect for it. It's like, why? Like, use these characters. That's my whole thing. Like, use the characters you have and show. Like, do a Henry Cavill movie. Have Steel in it as a character, right? And then pump him up, and then do something with that character if you want, right? Like, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on all this?
Well, who wants to go first? I can
Sean,
go.
Sean, go first. Go first.
Sean, you go
Does
first.
anyone want to? Okay. So all we know about this so far is I got the spotlight. Eh? All we know so far is that yes, it's a black Superman. When I read what it kind of sort of is going to be, my problem with this is it already feels tired to me because we haven't had a decent Superman movie since, I know we love Superman 3 and 4 because we grew up with it, since Superman 2, because we had a stalker, whatever Superman. Every time they make a Superman, they feel they need to put a spin on it. So we had that emo sort of like immature Superman in Superman Returns. We had a weird Man of Steel Superman where he's funny himself even though he's 30. His parents don't approve of him being Superman. It's ridiculously emo. There's no hope there, even though they say the word hope 80 times. It's not Superman. And once again, he fights General Zod. He's fought General Zod twice in the movies. And I don't even think General Zod is that popular character in the comics. He fought Lex Luthor in Superman Returns. So they have an opportunity to make a new Superman. And once again, he's fighting someone from Krypton. There's no... When I think of Superman, I think of the Fortress of Solitude, Lois Lane, the Daily Planet. He fights Brainiac. He uses not just his might, but also he is a like kind of a scientist too. Like he can piece together things and all that stuff. I want to see Superman, and when I hear about this, all I think of is social message movie, treading the same territory we've tread before with him fighting a Kryptonian, not really opening up the world of Superman. Honestly, if they said like we're making a Superman that's black, but it's a Superman movie where like he's got everything. He's got the Fortress of Solitude and all the elements that you love and know about Superman. I'd be more interested. Right now, I'm very cautious.
All right. Okay. So, all right. So, Steve, you want to go?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't see what we're trying to prove with this. Making Kal-El, black. I'm like, okay, you know, so what is the purpose of this? And I'm not like saying, oh, I hate, never have a black Superman, but I don't know what we're trying to achieve with this. And this is something I keep smashing my head against whenever I hear about something like this, is saying, why, like, you're not going to please the Superman fans. You're not going to make new Superman fans. So what are you doing this for? It almost seems like Hollywood now is just doing things to please themselves. And they're almost like not even aware that there's an audience there that would be willing to pay money if you give them something they want to pay money for. They don't do that anymore. They're just like, this guy over here thinks we should do this, so let's do this. Wait a minute. Where's the business sense? Where's the marketing sense? Have you gone out and said, hey guys, do we want this? Like, no, there's nothing. Like, you always go out when you're doing something like this and you get it tested and you beta test it and you go to people and say, what would you want? And they're like, well, we'd want this. And sometimes it goes too far, which is what happened in Mortal Kombat 2. And sometimes it's like, oh yeah, and like, but there's no that is undeniable. Sean's Beard should have its own movie. But it's like, I don't understand like what we're trying to achieve. Like, who are we making this for? Are we making this for the Twitter mob who have already demonstrated they're not paying for this sort of thing? Hashtag Gina Carano got fired and no one in that crowd bought anything Star Wars or watched Star Wars after that. Like, if you're going to make these big moves, at least have a clear-cut purpose behind it. It just seems they're like playing to some invisible, audience that doesn't even care that they're doing this. Like, you're not going to get high fives from, the SJWs or anything because you did this. They don't care. They'll move on to the next problem and complain about that. Funny thing is, guys, I wanted to bring this up. Snow White. Did you guys hear the controversy with Disneyland Snow White?
No.
No.
Let me tell you what happened. So apparently Snow White, they did a new Snow White ride at Disneyland. And in Snow White, if anyone's not seen Snow White, this is a big scene, is Prince Charming at the end kisses Snow White when she's in her coffin. It's the kiss of true love, and it wakes her up from her coma or whatever she's in.
Oh.
All right. So apparently that scene is reenacted in the new Disneyland ride. And apparently a couple of journalists, and I use that word like really loosely nowadays because I think journalism is gone.
Journalism has been dead since.
Yeah, it's gone. Wrote for this website. I'm not going to give the website's name because I'm not giving them traffic. But they basically came out and said that this part of the ride should be removed because Snow White does not give her consent to be kissed.
Oh, right.
What?
So she wants to die.
She got poisoned by a witch, and she had to be kissed in order to come back to life. If anything, it's medicine. Wow.
All right, we're gonna just that's super funny. Okay, let me get Greymalkin's take here on soups. Go for it.
Okay. As far as Superman, I get. Part of me is like, oh, I want to see a black Superman. I want to see somebody who looks like me, and But then, J-Man, you really brought up a really good point. There are other characters. There's Steel. There's you could bring these characters up really easily. Show that they're just as important as the other characters. But there's no creativity. You can do that from a story standpoint. It's not hard. But trying to make Superman black it's pandering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's pandering.
Yeah.
I did not see the Superman movies from the 70s and early 80s. Why? Because I wasn't alive yet. And Superman always. It's just I don't know. It's just Superman weird. Superman is really weird. Like it's like he's a good Like at the end of the day, Clark Kent is a good guy. But here's the thing: the American movie audiences, they don't want good guys. They want villains. They want people who are complicated. They don't want a person who. I mean, Clark Kent really he likes his parents, likes his mom. Oh no, wait, parents and mom are the same thing. He likes his job, likes his parents, likes his wife, loves the planet. And he does Superman stuff because he loves the planet. Show that. Like he's a humanitarian at the end of the day, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's going to happen? And what's going to happen if you try to introduce Steel later? Right? Like, see, the problem is that if you try to introduce these characters later, it's going to be everyone's going to be black now, right? And then you start to say, and then I start to think, well, why is it that black is the first one to go to? Why don't they do China? Why don't they do a Chinese Superman?
Like, whoa! Hey!
There's
This
a Chinese
America
Superman
first. We get the second. It's our
That's
turn.
what I'm saying. It's like
I want everybody black. I want a black Indiana Jones.
I want
a black Malcolm X. He's already black.
He's already black.
Yeah, to both you guys' point though, like there is no creativity because by now we could have gotten a franchise of offshoots. Like if they made Superman and then a Superman 2 and then you have a Supergirl, you have Steel, you have a whole family of characters. Same kind of thing with Batman. I don't know why they've never hit upon that idea. Because like Marvel has done like big business by spinning off and offshooting and offshooting and offshooting. And then making this whole like sort of like Russian doll sort of scenario.
Right.
But here it's like, they could have done all sorts of great things. They could have even had a black Superman by now, for, like they have two they could have used from the comics and spin off more and more and more. And then you have like a franchise of one or either or maybe even the two black Supermen from the comics, Superman himself, Supergirl, Steel. Like you have a whole bunch of characters if you just took your time and made the movies with some love and some heart and some appeal,
and some vision.
And they have
vision.
Yes.
So I mean, this is another thing. This is this whole WB versus actors and producers thing where they already have Henry Cavill ready to go. So just use them. Like I would never recast someone until they don't want to do it anymore. It's like James Bond. You get to a point where, let's say Sean Connery's like, guys, you know what? I'm hanging it up. I think I'm good. Okay. You get another guy. You get, like Daniel Craig is now saying, okay, this next one, this is going to be the end. Maybe not. Who knows? We don't know. But there's no need to recast Henry Cavill if Henry Cavill's like, yeah, I'm good to go another round of Superman. And maybe he wants more money. We'll give him some more money. The guy's got a lot more stuff under his belt now. The guy's got he's got Witcher going for him. He's got The Man from U.N.C.L.E. He's got Mission Impossible. This isn't the guy from Hellraiser 8 or whatever, right? When he came on. He's in, and it's like, so you got Henry Cavill, so just use him. I mean, if you want to take a direction of Superman if you're going to say the Snyder stuff is done now, okay, that's fine. Bring Henry Cavill back to do something else. Like Gal Gadot is coming back. Like she went from Wonder Woman, which was the World War I. Then she went into like Justice League, which is all dark, and Superman, Batman vs Superman. And then she went to the Silver Age '84. Well, they can bring her back to another movie for like a different take. It's like this time it's 2020 or whatever, and it's darker now. I don't know. Like just use the same people. What's the point? What's his name? Roger Moore. He flip-flopped from Super Cheese to like that. For Your Eyes Only is a hardcore action film. For Your Eyes Only is an action film. Don't make any mistakes. That's a hardcore action movie. It's like then Moonraker is a super silly, fun sci-fi movie. It's like you can flip-flop between these people. Who cares? It's like, but why is Henry Cavill being left out when he's good to go? Like, I don't want another Superman. Like, how many are there?
Yeah. I mean, okay. All right. When it comes to these legacy characters, you don't really need to put them in the movie. Have them as supporting, like Spider-Man: Homecoming. Iron Man was in the movie, but he was a secondary character.
Secondary.
That was Nightwing. That was Supergirl. Like you realize how great Nightwing could be. Nightwing could be so much fun, and then like have him kind of make fun of Batman. Like, oh, God, He like when Nightwing's trying to get emotional with Batman, he disappears. He's like, "Yep, it's just like I'm 8 again."
Yeah, and like, I mean, you got okay. So like, look, basically, you have Ezra Miller coming back as Flash. You have Gal Gadot coming back as Wonder Woman. You have Jason Momoa coming back as Aquaman.
Sure.
But now we don't have Henry Cavill. It's like, well, why not just have Henry Cavill come back? Like, if he wants to come back, let him do it. Unfortunately, Ben Affleck is out because it looks like this Batman, the Matt Reeves Batman, is. I don't know if that's supposed to be going to be the main continuity now. I don't know because DC's a mess. I don't know what's the main thing anymore. Anyways, I mean, this is just like it's a disaster.
But this is where we flex our muscles as consumers, right? So it's a lot like you sit down for a meal or you get a fast food and you go and you get the steak and cheese from Subway, right? And you're like, oh, I really like how they did the steak. They shaved it, blah, blah, blah. This actually happened to me. That's why I'm talking about it like this. And then like a few weeks later, you go and it's not that nice, like, steak that they cut like really thin. It's like chunks, and you don't like the chunks. Well, then you don't buy that anymore. And if you're pissed off again, you don't go to Subway anymore.
But that's cancel culture, though. That's cancel culture. They say that like, oh,
no, but the difference between that and cancel culture is you have pissed me off. You should never work again. I'm not saying you should never work again. As a consumer, though, I'm saying, dude, if you're not going to give me what I want, I'm going to go somewhere where they give me what I want. I'm not going to go on social media and say you suck and you should lose your house. But I'm going to go and say I'm not going to spend my money here because I did it with Ghostbusters, right? They did the Ghostbusters reboot. I didn't like it. I stayed away.
Yeah,
I didn't like what they were doing.
I think cancel culture to me is where there's something going on outside of the movie.
Yeah.
Where it's like I'm at home on Twitter tweeting some stuff and other people don't agree with the stuff that I'm tweeting. I don't care what side of the political thing you're on. I'm just saying somebody doesn't agree with what I'm saying, then they're attacking my career. Like I should be like, what does that have to do with me being an actor? Like if I'm doing a live stream right now and I'm saying I want Henry Cavill to return and my boss at my day job is a firm believer that Henry Cavill's garbage and I'm going to go to work and be like, Jay, I'm sorry, we got to let you go. It's like, what happened? It's like, well, you're talking, you're talking shit or whatever. I'm like, well, okay, that's my private thing. It's like, yeah, but you put it online so everyone sees it. It's consequences, dude. Consequences. You shouldn't have talked that way. Shouldn't have talked that way. It's like, yeah, but this has nothing to do with my job. Yeah, well, too bad. That to me is cancel. If I don't like someone in a role or if I don't like a movie, I'm not going to go pay to see it. Like, I don't want that person to lose their job. Like Steve said, it's like, I'm not saying I'm not saying JJ should lose his job. I'm just saying I'm not going to support him in his career.
Yeah.
I really want to see somebody go at cancel culture. Say like, try and cancel me.
Yeah.
Like Eminem. I want to see somebody really controversial. Like, yeah, that's how I feel about it. What are you gonna do? Stop? Because really, people who support cancel culture, they don't buy anything. They're not fans. Like
they don't have any belief in anything, in my opinion. Like they just take a popular like trope or idea and they just like apply it to everything. And if they can't find it, they force it in. Right?
It kind of reminds me of the coalition back like 20 years ago. Back when they were trying to censor TV. They canceled this one show I really liked called God, the Devil, and Bob, just because they made God look like Jerry Garcia, and I'm like, how is that?
I never heard of that one.
No, I've heard of this show actually. I've heard the name.
You're right. All right. It only lasted like a season, and they canceled after like the second episode because.
Well, damn, I would argue cancel culture's been around forever. Like people forget when Columbine happened, what did they blame? The Matrix. And they're like, these games and these movies.
Music.
Yeah.
Well, they blamed it, but no one said like forget them and forget Warner Brothers and forget blaming media for like violence and stuff.
That's from the day one.
Yeah. But cancel culture is more virulent, and it's more. I mean, because of the internet, people get the voice like and think they're creating a movement, and they're kind of not. It's like it seems like a lot of people on Twitter. It seems like Twitter itself is with you, but they're not. And then the media, they always report this as like Twitter got angry at this, Twitter got mad. It's like Twitter didn't do shit. Like it's like 400 people on Twitter got mad.
Yeah, screw those people. Damn. What do you guys think? So what do you guys think about this business here? As so they're saying she's going to be Red Sonja.
Oh yeah. Hannah John Kamen.
Yeah.
I like Hannah John Kamen.
She was Ghost. She was Ghost.
She's Ghost. Yeah.
I thought she was Kitty Pryde, because that was basically her powers.
How long have they been making this movie? I remember when Rose McGowan was going to be Red Sonja. They had a poster too. Yeah. And then that never happened.
Remember this? It's like
No, I was like, well, there's a poster. I guess there's a movie, and there wasn't.
I'm waiting. You know that Mila Jovovich is probably going to end up playing Red Sonja. Because Mila Jovovich
looking the sword thing. I don't.
It's a very phallic poster.
Yes,
I don't know
phallic.
Why they thought that was going to be.
But you guys know that this is going to end up being played by Mila Jovovich. Something will happen with Hannah and John Kamen, and Mila Jovovich will end up being Red Sonja.
That plausible.
Here, this is the real Red Sonjas right there. These two suckers right here. And I've got my little Red Sonja with me today to help us get through.
I just thought like every few years you always hear about, hey, they're trying to redo Conan and Red Sonja. Like, let it die. Can we just
no, don't
let Conan die.
Conan is my
his first tattoo. His first tattoo was Conan.
I didn't get that yet. I was holding out for the real packaging. That's their mass retail packaging, but
what do you mean? What real package?
There's that packaging is darker, and it's not the same as the there was a 2-pack. They released all those in 2-packs.
You can't get those.
That's a 3 3/4 inch Marvel Legends retro line, right?
Yeah.
You
can't get those 2-packs. That was exclusive to that bullshit website.
I know, but like I like those. I don't know. I think I'll just break down and get that what you have. Because that's it's like $20. But
yeah, but you can't. The ones you're talking about, you can't get, Sean.
Oh yeah,
they're on Hasbro Pulse.
All right.
Why would they do that?
Because they're garbage. Go ahead.
I have a Superman question. With Superman being super, why would he choose Lois Lane?
You don't choose who you love.
Yeah. You do. Yes, you do. You're like, no, I don't need this problem.
Wait, Greymalkin. So your wife, you definitely chose. Like you're like, listen, this is how it is. Like I'm choosing you.
Best of the choices I had at the time.
Oh my god!
Come on, man. We all do that. All
this
right?
Is Greymalkin. I'm not associated with this conversation.
Oh my god!
This is how I choose. They all line up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on, that was
staged. Here you go. It's like, okay, let me see which one I'm looking at here. Okay, I'll just go with her. Like it's like
all that whole show, The Bachelor. I never buy when it's a guy picking women because he slept with at least 8 of them. At least.
Yeah,
I mean, like, come on.
Men fall in love on that show like 100,000 times over. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, like that's.
I'm so in love.
And it's like, oh, I'm so in love. Like, okay, all right, you just haven't given me the best deal yet.
I'm so in love with the 8 women I'm in the hot tub with. Yeah, I know.
Right.
And you know, Superman 2 was the only movie, the Christopher Reeve movie was the only movie to address Superman making love. That's why he had to be human. He had to be human so that he could make love to Lois, because like otherwise he would like kill her.
Yeah, but like that's my reason. Like he cannot have sex with a regular human. So like humanity is disqualified from him being with anybody. Oh, really? That's just how the story goes. Really? That sounds like propaganda to me, Bill. Right? Me,
J-Man, correct me if I'm wrong, but like in the Donner cut, don't they have sex before he loses his powers? Because she comes out in the Superman shirt.
Yeah, I thought that was a
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think the theatrical one makes a bit more sense there. It doesn't make sense elsewhere, but in that point, it makes more sense.
No, Sean, I thought that was a mistake. Okay, the Donner cut, the
Oh.
ending is crap. Like turning back the world is stupid again, right? I don't like that. But like the scenes with him and Brando and getting his powers back, that's like super 10 out of 10.
That's
but-
great.
Yeah,
But the
but the
context
rest of
of it is wrong.
it's wrong. Yeah, I know. I thought, oh, that's weird. Now, I guess they're trying to say that, okay, you know, it's okay. Like he could, because otherwise Superman, because in the comics, he never lost his powers to have sex with her. So
No, they
have
don't
kids.
address it. They're
They
just
don't address
cowards. Yeah.
I mean,
But not even in the movies. In
Superman
the other
has-
movies, they haven't.
God
We got,
forbid.
Marco, what's going on, dude? Let's bring Marco in.
Hey guys,
Hey,
how's it
what's up?
going?
Hey, Marco, what's up, brother?
Oh, nothing. I'm just busy making the DCU's Green Lanterns.
Let's see.
Oh,
There's John Stewart, Wayne T. Carl, a base I drew it
okay.
off his concept art. And
Awesome.
this one is my own minifigure of how Jordan would look like in the DCU. I kind of based off his Green Lantern suit from Killmonger's suit in like the concept art for the model specifically.
Okay,
That's cool.
okay, guys, we were talking about this earlier. The Black Superman. There's a black green.
Oh, yep.
Black Green Lantern, ready to go. Make that movie.
Yeah.
Ready to
No,
go.
I mean, no, but
Yeah.
like you change the color, and it doesn't really change the character.
Yeah.
See, but that's a different Green Lantern, right?
Is he? But hey, see,
Right, but he's not Hal Jordan.
It's not how
Yeah.
I think that the whole point of the Black Superman is that he's Clark Kent. Like it is a 1-to-1.
Well, fun
Whereas,
fact actually.
like, and I think that's where people, go on.
Yeah.
Actually, fun fact, I heard that Calvin Ellis from Earth 23, not to be confused with Val Zod from the New 52 Earth 2 storyline, Calvin Ellis from Earth 23, the one that is the president, I heard that his Kryptonian name is actually Kal-El. I don't know, I could be wrong. Maybe it's just a typo
but
to say
what I'm saying
Kal-El.
is like,
Oh, sorry.
but it's still a different character though.
I know.
Like I think
his
what they're
name is
doing is
spelled
just
different.
1-to-1ing. It's like everything you know. It's just now make Superman black, and that's your movie, right?
Yeah.
That's all it
here's the
takes.
The logistics have to be worked out.
What you guys are forgetting is that after that movie comes out, racism is over. We've
yeah,
solved it.
Claremont. Okay, If they do
Once it comes out, it's done.
I mean, guys,
Mexicans.
just go see the movie, and we've solved everything. We can go
We've
out for
solved it.
third afterwards.
It's over.
Don't worry.
Success.
Is my mic working?
Success
Yeah.
stupid.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
guys,
that would
let's-
be
I think Skip is trying to say
Oh,
something.
we can't hear you, dude.
Nothing.
We cannot hear you. I don't think it's gonna
Hey.
work.
I
Man.
think you should.
Can you hear my?
We can hear you now.
yeah, he
Oh.
disconnected.
And he dropped.
Lost
it.
him.
Woo!
We lost
All
him,
right, go ahead,
Captain.
Ann.
Man.
I
Oh,
lose
you're
him.
opening?
In my opinion, Warner Brothers is racist.
Yep.
They are
on,
racist
these-
company.
all
They just got first of all, they got exposed by Ray Fisher because they're racist.
Exactly.
We're all racist. Disney is racist.
Hey, I'm not saying all companies are racist. Don't get me wrong. Even Amazon, even whatever.
No. It's old. You have to remember, Warner Brothers is old money.
They've been
Super
around
old.
since 1923.
Exactly. That's almost 100 years. Disney, that's old money too.
Yeah.
That's a lot of old money. So like
Yes.
those mindsets don't change. They just been there the entire time.
Yeah, but thing about Disney, they're not like Marvel actually, not Disney, because it's just different studio. Marvel
Yeah.
Studio is not a dumbass. Like, you think Kevin Feige would be a stupid idiot to say, oh yeah, let's make a black Superman named Kal-El? No, come on, like he wouldn't do that.
They would have to
He would have
explain.
Henry Cavill with a brand new movie, and that's it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's kind of a dick move to like announce like there's a black Superman on Henry Cavill's birthday.
That's
That's,
the
Yeah, that was weird.
That's
Yeah.
fucking disrespectful.
Like getting recasted. Like, hey, there's a new Superman film and it's not starring Henry Cavill, ironically on his birthday.
Well,
Yes.
Warner Brothers
Can you imagine
doesn't
them
want
finding that out?
loyalty. Warner Brothers doesn't want loyalty.
yeah.
They've already. What did they do? They did the 4K version of Justice League, right? Did that
Oh,
trailer.
Jesus.
They did this on Henry Cavill's birthday, where they announced that they're going to have Black Superman. Warner Brothers doesn't want talent being loyal to them. They don't want that. They want. We don't know what they want. They don't. This is like a hostage taking, where the hostage takers haven't told you what they want.
Right.
Literally,
I-
one thing that they've established that is true is they don't have any loyalty to any of the talent. So Hollywood people right now, why would you sign with Warner Brothers? They're going to disrespect you. Why would you do that?
Now, Sean, you were saying last time too about like how there's like a lot of this stuff behind the scenes where they want to fight it out in a public forum. It's like for some reason they don't like Henry. For some reason they've got something against either a Zach or a Henry or whatever, and they just want to keep having this bullshit go on. And it's like this is what they do. They're fighting it out in the internet world. I don't know why.
Thank you for making my rant while you have me on a close-up.
Yes, I'm doing the rant for you. I've learned.
I should have mouthed out my mouth like I'm my mom as you're doing that, but yeah, no, Warner Brothers, like that's what they do, man. More than Disney and more than anybody else, they have these in-office inter-office politics right in lightning for the world to see. I don't understand. It's like like they released that trailer for the Justice League when it's already out at 4K. They pick fights and everyone sees it, and no one at Warner Brothers is loyal to that company, because like at Disney stuff happens and like no one says anything about it. They all have NDAs and they respect them. But at Warner Brothers, everyone like runs to the nearest freaking magazine or something like that and gives a tell-all interview, and we know all about how they released Justice League just to get bonuses, so it was released unfinished. We know all about the former boss having an affair, and we know all about that because of tell-all interviews. We know all about who they hate, who they despise, and why decisions are made for movies simply because they don't like XYZ. It's BS. I don't understand how they're still a company, to be honest with you.
I think Sean should make a documentary doing rant. He should get paid for this every day.
Yeah.
And he should be in a brand new movie.
Oh, and Anthony,
Oh,
check it out.
nice.
Oh, John
Yep.
Stewart.
Based off his concept art.
Why does he have an
Oh, it's custom?
Well, yeah, it's mostly like a thin hairpiece that kind of fitted in. I did a little bit of detail in the green lights and stuff. All
Awesome.
that.
Awesome.
And my version of Hal Jordan DC or what he would look like, I know he hasn't been casted, but I sort of based off of his suit from Kilowog's, considering, in the comics that both Hal and Kilowog have like same suits. Like some Green Lanterns have the similar suit of each other. Some of them have pretty specific designs. So I kind of like, you know what? I should make my own version of Hal Jordan, version of Kilowog. And
I'm gonna be honest. The Green Lantern series is happening, but the movie, hell no. I'm sorry, Warner Brothers. You keep trying.
It's like Inhumans.
The Green Lantern movie is not happening, Warner.
I mean, look at the bright side. At least we're getting some live-action Green Lantern content sometime on HBO Max as a series.
Yeah, you're looking at
it
a
would be
2023 release date. That's what you're looking at. Like,
Yeah, I guess. Well, it's not that long.
yeah, well, that's a year and a half. Like, okay, so
that is the long time.
They're shooting in September, right? The Green Lantern series.
It feels like a long time.
Whatever. Let's say February to finish. They're gonna take like I think the Green Lantern series will be popular, but the Green Lantern core movie is not happening.
Yeah,
but we'll never do. I'm sorry.
And I gotta say something too about like Elseworlds and all this other crap. Why is there Elseworlds when there's no definitive Superman series already? This is what Sean was saying earlier too. It's like let's do an Elseworlds. Let's do a period thing. It's like, where's the normal Superman?
Yeah.
If you have 25 normal Superman movies, then you can start thinking, wow, this is getting stale.
Exactly.
We have an else
Yeah,
movie.
exactly.
Not when there's only one Superman movie right now, Man of Steel. That's
Yeah.
it.
And a TV
Batman
show
versus
called Men and
Superman
Lois.
is-
Oh,
Where's
let's not forget-
Brainiac?
Lewis,
That's
yeah.
fine.
Oh, and I forgot to
Yeah,
mention
but,
also
like, there's no-
BVS. Technically, I know it's not necessarily a Superman movie nor a Batman movie. It's sort of like a mixture of both. It's sort of like a prequel to set up the Justice League movie. But I mean, technically, it's a Superman movie.
No, technically, they should have called it what
Supposed to be.
it was supposed to be. World's Finest.
Well,
Okay, well, it's
the-
fine,
well,
I guess.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder was fighting with Warner
Well, I know,
Brothers
yeah.
at the title because that was a stupid title, Batman versus Superman. Like what? Like
What they
Well,
and
is-
Warner Brothers
They got rid of
changed
the
it.
S and it looks like a tart case or something. Batman v
I just want a
Superman.
good Flash movie. Honestly, I just want a good Flash movie.
I think my own personal opinion on like the Warner Brothers as a company, like they just don't know how to react or handle stuff. Like I think the most of the actions of what they did in the 2017 Justice League and other previous projects in general, they just sort of like it's unbelievable that they didn't handle this maturely.
Yeah,
and
bro,
they just,
BBS is trash. Stop it.
I know. And also, for the fact that they wouldn't at least acknowledge to continue Zack Snyder's trilogy and take the L, determining how the Zack Snyder's Justice League did pretty well on HBO Max, they should have said, "Oh, that's actually doing pretty well." Oh, but but that makes us look like idiots for cutting out that film. You know what? Let's just try taking the L. Let's try taking. Let's prevent this by covering that shit up and pretend it's a failure and pretend and get a black Superman to show us that we're not racist and ignore all the allegations.
I know.
Problem solved, guys.
Jamie, I already know what their whole problem is. I'll break it down for you. Give me a minute.
All right.
Thor
What
2
are you,
sucked, but
Dr.
Thor 3 was good.
Dr. McCoy?
You got glasses. You got
Well,
glasses.
he's Dr. McCoy.
I'll tell you what it is.
Oh, really?
Warner Brothers has been doing so well for so long. And so when they came into the superhero game, they didn't like they're just like half jerking it. They're like, like we already got the money. I tell you, they didn't take it seriously. That's the issue. They're not taking this serious. They don't know what they're doing. Like they're looking at Marvel. They're like, we want to do what they have, but we want half the effort.
I
They
have to
want to do a
ask.
half-assed job. Try to be America.
Was the Blair Witch Project your idea? I'm just.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
This is like the
that's
Blair Witch
funny.
Project. I'm sorry.
It was good.
Can you hear me?
I'm
Because
Yep.
my mic
Yep.
unplugged.
We can
All
hear you.
right.
We
You
got you.
didn't
making
notice
sure.
for the longest time, so
Yeah.
I think you're okay.
Yeah. Oh, some guy taking a bike ride out there.
Nice.
God damn.
My wire broke on my headset, so I have to use another wire for now, and I can't connect it to the PC, so I'm just using my phone to talk to you guys.
That's
Oh.
tough.
That's the future.
And you're going for a jog?
The smartphone is.
No, I mean I've thought about taking a jog today. Usually I do. But...
Would it be hilarious if you were jogging while streaming and talking about BVS just running with the camera like,
Oh, I will
guys.
do that.
Yeah, people
I'll do it
just
if I have
be like,
data.
what the fuck are you doing?
yeah.
If you get,
I'll be
If I was,
killed
if
by
I
a
was your
bear.
neighbor, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'll
Don't
get
get
killed
lost
by
in
a
the
bear,
woods.
and you guys will just like casually kick me out.
if you get
Go
lost in
have
the
a
woods,
studio.
we can't help you. Yeah, she'd be like, "What is going on over here?"
Yo, bro,
Wait, how much?
Bro, we
Did you
know
guys
you work
eat
out the gym every day, bro. We know.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
gotta
work
get
out at all, man. Working out's for suckers.
Damn.
Nerd.
You should only run when you're being
This
chased.
is why
Oh,
we're
wow,
so
true.
little.
I know. Dude,
I get it.
I
get it.
I think I've lost control. I've officially lost control.
That's I have to agree with you on that one.
I think I've lost control.
Yeah, I forgot where's that thing from? That meme.
That's Get Smart. That's Maxwell Smart,
Yes,
Agent
yes, I
86
forgot.
with control.
Yes, Smart. Yes, yeah.
I love Get Smart.
Gosh. Yeah.
Okay, so Red Sonja, we're kind of, and did anybody watch The Bad Batch? Did you guys watch Bad Batch?
Oh, that was a
I
great.
heard
Yeah,
about
I'll
that.
probably watch it today.
Wicked.
I haven't watched it yet, but I am considering. My
You're gonna-
God,
okay, so hold on, let's go. Greymalkin, did you watch Bad Batch?
I did not.
Okay, so we're passing you by, dude. You're
all right, go for it.
Steve, did you watch Bad Batch?
I did not yet.
Okay, see you later.
Yeah.
Sean, did you watch Bad Batch?
Of course, man.
Okay, well, what
It's
are your
awesome.
thoughts? It was awesome.
It's a good. Well, I mean, it's only the first episode. I didn't know it was going to be so long. It's practically feature
Well,
length.
it's 70
but,
minutes. You know, it's like,
yeah. I didn't know that. So it's a good sequel to Clone Wars, and I know some people are comparing it to Ninja Turtles. I think it's more like the old war movies where there's a big guy and a smart guy, and like all the stereotypes are there, and the leader guy and all that. So yeah, no, it's promising. I don't know where it's going to lead next. I like where they're situating it. And I like that they're explaining a bit more about Order 66.
Yeah,
that was good.
I saw it.
Anthony,
I like
what were your
it.
thoughts?
It's the episode's a 10 out of 10. I like how it's connected to Order 66, and it's connected to the whole Star Wars thing, so it makes sense. And I hope the Mandalorian show up. You feel me? Oh, that would be hilarious. But you never know.
Well, you didn't see it, did you?
I'm planning on seeing it today because I wasn't allowed on the 4th because my fiance hates Star Wars on that day because it's his birthday as well. So.
Okay. Well, May the 4th is not a Star Wars thing. I know people call it that, but it's like Star Wars came out on the 25th. I don't know where the 4th came out because it sounds like it, but that's.
I think George Lucas.
I know that. Yeah.
Like Bad Batch, though.
Oh, I know. I'm not. I know. I've got the mute button, and I'm going to use it. Okay. Let's put myself.
Wait.
Remember me? So I love the Bad Batch. I'm gonna say it's 10 out of 10 with Anthony, and I don't know if Sean is saying 10 out of 10. But like honestly, guys, like the way that they like tied everything in, and also too, I didn't really watch Clone Wars, right? So and even me not watching it, I'm still into it anyways because
you don't have to watch it.
You don't have to watch it, right? And each character is so distinct. And Sean, yeah, you're right. It's like it reminded me of these sort of like team movies. It's where it's like Predator or any wherever you get these guys where they all team up. Like, yeah, we're like the big group, and there's like the sniper guy, and then there's the high tech guy, and they named them. They named them all so perfectly that I remember all the characters' names. I remember what they are based on their names, right? Like Hunter and Tech and Crosshair and all that. Their design is unique enough that I understand who everybody is. I understand their roles. And I don't know. It's just like this is just like crazy. I can't believe this is coming out of the same horse shit. You know, this Civil War is crazy.
You should watch Clone Wars because if you like the storytelling and the characters and the mood, the tone of this show, Clone Wars is great. Season 1 isn't great, but it's okay. It's watchable. Yeah. Season 2 onward is awesome. It gets better and better and better. So yeah, if you like this, you should watch Clone Wars.
Ahsoka versus Ahsoka versus Dark Raider, that was lit.
Yeah, I mean, I
Darth
bought
Maul. Darth Maul.
Darth Maul,
Darth Maul. Yeah, I've got the entire thing on Blu-ray, and the latest season you can get through online or like streaming. So I am gonna watch.
But then it's great that it's on Disney Plus because without Disney Plus, you could watch Clone Wars or Bad Batch. Like that's great.
Yeah. Well, I've got everything. I own every Star Wars thing there is to own officially, I believe. Am I missing something, Sean, or no? Do I have everything? Sean
knows I have the same collection probably. So
you have the first Star Wars movie, you got the second, the third, the fifth, yeah, you know.
Sean, do you still have?
We have the Ewok movies, and
do you have this pack?
Oh shit!
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Oh,
do, right?
wow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, you know what's awesome? Let me wait.
Sorry, I'm just gonna fix my stuff in the back here.
Yeah.
Hey, Greyman should pull out every DVD.
Shit. Hold on, give me
possible.
All right, do you guys remember the movie Chasing Amy?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, there was one really funny part in the beginning where they go into like how Star Wars is racist, how like
yeah. Why is it racist though? I don't get it.
Oh,
is it racist? Nah.
Because of Return of the Jedi, because like that whole assumption that Darth Vader, because he was assumed to be black. He called him a soul brother down with the Force and all that. He's trying to say that all black people want to be white.
I don't think Lando wanted to be white.
I mean, he got his. I mean, Lando's not. I don't really count Lando as a traitor. He was doing the best for his people.
That's
Yeah.
facts.
And
Yeah,
also,
I don't think he's a
Solo. Can we talk about Han Solo? Han Solo sucks. Okay, he's a bad.
Which one? In the JJ movies?
Jabba the Hutt. All he wanted to do was get his money back.
Wow.
Oh, come on. He was.
They never show a successful Han Solo smuggling in those movies.
That
You're
is
right.
true.
But
Yeah,
That is
but
true.
you can't be mad when Jabba catches you and puts you in carbonite. Like that's just the name of
Yeah.
what you were doing.
Listen, he was going to pay him. He said it like 100 times.
He kept
I
saying
got
it,
your
but he
money,
did.
Jabba.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jabba the Hutt is
I-
very
Give
impatient.
him the money though. He never gave him the money.
He never got a
no,
chance.
he wins. He wins money in the first movie, and then years passed, I guess, and Empire Strikes Back happens, and then he gets captured.
So you're saying
So,
in between New Hope and Empire, he couldn't be like, hey, Luke, Leia, hold up. I need to go to Tatooine real quick to get back my man. So he just send bounty hunters after me.
Wow.
At the beginning of Empire, he says, I'm going to go because I owe people money and I'm going to go pay them.
That's true.
Oh,
yeah, but we don't really. How long is it between Star Wars and Empire? I mean, there's all different scenarios and stuff, but
I heard like
yeah.
5 years.
Bad Batch.
Or at least 2 or 3. I don't know.
That was
So,
a great
Sean, who's
Yep.
favorite out of the guys?
Who's my favorite?
Who's your favorite?
You know which one's gonna die.
Well, I like Hunter, even though I guess like he's a bad guy, but
Yes.
I love the costume and I love the helmet that scoops down a bit and it's got I love the design of that.
Why
I
is
do.
Oh,
I do
here.
Wait, who are you
think they
talking about?
should do it a little
Crosshair?
bit.
You talking about Crosshair?
Well, Crosshair, is that who that is? Yeah, is Hunter the Rambo
Hunter's
guy?
the Rambo looking guy.
Yeah, the Rambo guy. He's cool too.
Rambo? Sylvester Stallone's in these movies now?
He looks like
He
Rambo.
looks like Rambo.
Yeah, he does.
He's
look
got like the
Rambo.
long hair and he's got the red bandana.
Yeah, he totally is.
Yeah, he's a ripoff of Rambo. Yeah.
But I mean, like, you know, like
Rambo isn't even using that look anymore.
I think
Correct.
Celeste should do a lawsuit with Disney. He took his idea.
who did you like, Anthony? Who was your
Yes.
best? Who was your
I
best
like the
character?
red bandana guy, the bald guy, and the guy that, and the guy who got gray hair on the side.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, well, Palpatine, how many people want to kill this man? Nobody can get close.
I mean,
Nobody can get close to this man.
I would
Like-
kill him too.
You can't get to him.
No, I mean, how many people? Like this guy is hated, and nobody can get close to him. Nobody can poison his food.
I mean,
Man,
People didn't do that to Donald Trump for some reason.
You can't
You can't do anything.
you can't get to Palpatine, and you're not gonna do shit to him, really.
yes,
Like you're gonna go up to him, he's gonna be like, yeah, like blast you to smithereens. It's like you're not gonna do the only reason
That's what he
Palpatine got sucker punched by Vader from behind. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Palpatine was owning everybody's worlds. He's like, oh, I'm afraid the defense shield will be quite operational when the funds arrive.
You notice, J-Man, Echo has the Lobot. thing?
Lobot.
That's awesome, man.
Oh, I noticed that immediately. You know who my favorites are. Tech, Echo. It's
Yeah.
like I always like the smart, I always like the nerdy characters, and Lobot is one of my boys. So when I saw the thing around, I was like, oh man, it's a Lobot guy, and he has like the mechanical arm thing.
Yeah, Tech is Egon.
Egon's
totally
my
is,
favorite.
Yeah.
By the way, unrelated topic. I wanted to make the comparison. I'll tell you about my comparisons of the 2008 Clone Wars series and the 2003 Clone Wars series by Genndy Tarkov. I have to admit, like there are some differences. Like in the difference between that, there's not in the 2003 Clone Wars series. There's not enough like character screen time for like the clones. They're just like acting like normal soldiers. They're not specifically named characters. Like they don't have any character interactions. Compare that to the Clone Wars 2008 series. There's each clone is a character, and they have a specific motive and a specific personality, which makes them stand out more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that
I like them
2008
both for different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 2008 series was more into character and stuff. That's what drew people to that show. And it fleshed out the prequels for those who hated the prequels, like me. I thought the Clone Wars show was awesome. So yeah.
I gotta be honest.
Garbage J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. When I dropped out Clone Wars after Ahsoka left the Jedi Temple, I'm like, oh, okay, that's why Ahsoka wasn't in Revenge of the Sith. I guess that's the end of the series. I did not know that there was going to be a 6th season, nor that I didn't know that the series didn't continue after that, and nor I didn't know that there was going to be a season 7.
Well, it's on YouTube. Well, it's on YouTube.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah, I
just they announced season 8.
I was pretty young back then, so I didn't know anything about Clone Wars news and stuff.
I think they should do Bad Batch in live action.
Oh damn!
I think
they should introduce them in the Mandalorian first.
I mean, my oh my god!
Hey!
Oh my god!
I look like that in grade 7, not now.
Oh, that's
Where's my mask?
That was a friggin' RKO.
Cover my face
now.
Hey guys, I got a news business for you. You want to find the anti-life equation and gain control of everybody's humanity? Here, take these mother boxes. They'll dig you out the anti-life equation right out. Oh, it's free. It's a giveaway card. Take it.
That's all they are. Dude. They're just dice.
Well, actually, they're Legos. They're Lego versions of the mother boxes. That's dice.
I have a question about mother boxes because, were they MacGuffins in the comics or not? Everyone has one.
The mother boxes.
I mean, DC use the mother boxes in a very specific once they're combined, they create unity and that.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I mean, they use it in a different way. Because in the mother boxes in the comics,
Jay, Caleb, you need to clip this.
Oh my god! I'm sorry, guys.
Skeptic, man. Don't show anything on your screen.
Oh my god!
That fan was in the devil position too.
Wasn't that? Oh my god! I'm ready to go. Anything you got? Oh my god, that was so funny.
Yeah, that's fucked up. You didn't have to do it like that.
Didn't have to do it like that.
Oh my god. Golly.
Oh my god, what's going on now? Now you got I gotta see what you got
Bro, now you got the
Mickey Mouse's ass.
Yeah, I got the Mickey Mouse here.
Oh, no.
Oh boy, it's a Disney hat from Disney World.
Oh, hey, Skeptic, be careful at Disneyland. They don't like your kind.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're right. They didn't look at me weird when I was there.
No, that's
Let's see. I'm just.
That's fucked
Disneyland,
up.
the scariest place on earth.
Oh,
Just
Spider-Man 3.
some random DVDs I have. This is a knockoff I just found.
A knockoff.
Like a pirated version or this is like a pirated version or something that I found at a thrift store.
Did you guys get the
Caleb,
extended version of part 2? Does everyone?
I
have
never
the
got
extended?
that. I know you have it.
Yeah.
I'm so
I don't
stupid
think it's
because you can't get any more.
No, Sean.
Of the Spider-Man 3? trilogy?
Yeah, Sean, if you buy
The 2.5, right?
I got the whole
2.5.
box. Of the
You can get it. It's on the Blu-ray.
it's on the Blu-ray, Sean. It doesn't
Oh,
say
okay.
it though. Yeah, it doesn't say it. But if you buy the 3-pack of the Blu-rays, you get both on the Blu-ray, but it doesn't
Also,
advertise it.
It's both 2 and 2.5.
Yeah.
Did you know Spider-Man 4 would have released 11 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
You know,
heard
well,
that
Sony-
it was
Sony's
replaced
a
by the
garbage
Andrew
company.
Garfield movies.
So everybody.
Hey. J-Man, you like this?
I
That's
do.
the CED
Christopher
version.
Reeve.
Oh, you want to see something really cool? Hold on, let me get up and show it to you. This is really cool.
Oh, the VCD version?
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Jimmy will pull up.
Oh,
his-
I have the
These
other
are
one
the
somewhere.
best.
Yo,
MK2 or something.
can somebody do this? Blow J-Man
Oh yeah.
cabinet. Yo, somebody needs to go in J-Man house and break
It looks
MK.
awesome with every. Oh, cool. That's cool artwork.
Don't break it. No B&Es, Anthony. No
Star
B&Es.
Tours.
Yes.
That's
Star
awesome.
Wars?
Do you
I
remember
think
that?
Steve got me this.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Blind
Steve,
spot.
you got. Did you get me? You got me this, right?
Yeah, I got you that.
Okay,
That's a
check
book.
this
That's
out,
cool,
guys.
Marco.
Yeah, it's from the Lego set of 2017. You know.
Oh yeah,
Hold on.
wow.
You know, fun fact, this is actually promoting, this has Superman in it in the Lego set, and I was like, oh yeah, of course Superman's going to be in the movie. Like, he's going to come back from the dead. Usually,
Hold on a second. So this,
Yeah.
and then check this out.
Which set is this?
This
Is
is
This
Oh.
is
DVD
a
or
very
Blu-ray?
rare set. So look, you get the program.
Ooh.
Yeah.
so,
It's like you get the program. So it talks about each actor,
oh,
Where you
wow.
bought it?
Hey,
Interesting.
you know,
and
most
this is the
people
poster.
dead.
Where you
This-
bought it?
Oh, it's a huge floppy
Poster.
sheet.
Wait, hold on.
And
I think you're,
this.
You're
Two.
freezing up, man.
I think we can't say,
If you
oh,
say-
never mind. It's come back. Wow. Nice.
Yeah, it's got a cell of the film in there.
That's a film cell, and you get all the lobby cards.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them. I don't even know where you can get this anymore, or like. So this is the special edition. It's a DVD.
Where you get that though?
Where'd you get this, Steve?
I bought it off a website called DVD Planet
DVD Planet.
years
Planet.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, if they have that now, I want to check how much is it.
it's only DVD though.
Damn, man.
It was
Yeah.
hyper expensive.
It was very expensive. Yeah,
What's that
'cause it
Ant-Man
was all
thing?
the-
That's cool. Oh, HD DVD.
Oh, HD.
Oh, man.
Yes. I'm putting this back.
All right, can we just talk about how, like, Paul Rudd has not aged since 1993?
Oh yeah.
He's-
He hasn't.
Yo,
he hasn't-
Paul Rudd never ages. Like he's still.
If you guys know anything about like video formats, you know how wrong this looks.
What?
freaking
You mean like-
fast, man.
Are you telling me that this looks like not safe for work stuff? Like, as in, like,
That's my luchador mask. I'm blue.
Yo,
Demon.
Jimmy, you have the DVD, the HD Ant-Man.
I've got Blu-ray or 4K of
It's not a
Ant-Man.
hologram. It should be a hologram.
Yeah, there ain't an HD DVD version of Ant-Man. The HD DVD left like in 2008 or something. No, but weirdly enough, this was actually like a disc for 300, and it has Terminator Genesis in it.
Oh,
I don't know why.
I would just say
Why?
Zack Snyder made one of the best.
Booty.
Zack Snyder's 300 it gave out the best meme of all time. Like, this is Sparta. It was so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
300 is a good
Oh, I
movie.
forgot.
I don't know what people. No.
Santo.
Is
Oh, you
that
know what's a cool
real?
300? Oh, check this. Have you guys seen this one?
Ew.
Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice cover.
Oh, that's cool. How'd you get that?
The
So
book.
check this out. You get like a little thing too. Hold on.
Everybody got that.
Did you guys get this one? Have you seen that one?
Everybody got that.
I don't have it.
Oh, my
Anybody?
God.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
That's
Wow,
cool.
that's,
Wow. That actually is really cool though.
The
wow,
3D
that's a
thing,
holographic.
The holographic thing, yeah.
The holographic. Yeah.
And you get like
Holographic Charizard. Mm.
So you get-
You ever read
I
the
don't know.
book of 300?
I've got the book, yeah. And this gives you
Oh,
like so
Mhm.
these are the DVDs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's
I don't know
awesome.
if anyone. I don't know if any. Does anyone else have these? Was this available? I don't remember seeing this very like.
It's available once in a while.
That's what
I've got the 300 books, of course. Yeah.
I mean, I gotta be honest. In my opinion, my collectibles are basically just specifically Lego. Because Lego minifigures, you can actually make them, pose them like anytime you want. Like you can actually do a specific pose, and you know, it's just my opinion, actually.
I had a lot of Lego stuff I sold. That I had the skiff. I had the Lego skiff. I sold that.
Oh, trust me, dude. Oh, dude, you are not
Is that
wrong.
Mario? What
I
the-
had a lot of Lego obsessions back in my day. I remember when I was young, I used to be obsessed with. I collect mostly all the Lego
That's
Ninjago
cool.
figurines, and I sold them. Trying them for Star Wars stuff. Mostly they were prequels and stuff. Then I sold them, and now in 2013, I'm obsessed with collecting Lego DC superheroes. It counts DC and Marvel actually.
I have lots of Lego. I have lots of Lego keychains. I've got Robin. I've got everybody from the Lego Batman movie. I've got those keychains.
Lego Batman movie.
Hey, Sean.
Yep.
Hey, this is the only good Transformers film, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Well, the 2007 one was,
Back it up,
was
boy.
good too.
Oh, you got it too?
That
I
was
have
really-
like a bunch of other copies of it too.
I have so many
Yeah,
copies of that.
Yeah. Yep, that's the total set, right? Yeah.
I think Sean and I have everything there is to have. Sean,
Do you have every
one or two?
Transformer movie?
Oh yeah.
I actually do. Oh, you were asking him. Sorry.
I burned each one of them because Michael Bay sucked.
You want to burn this one?
Oh,
It's tough to own all the Transformers stuff. There's stuff that was never released here.
Oh yeah,
So,
true.
no.
Oh my god.
Wahlberg, that racist? What?
Anyone know what this is?
Law. Sorry, I blurted it out.
Oh god.
You're the only one who knows, Sean, so it's okay.
I know. Yeah.
I didn't hear.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
Mark Wahlberg did.
Ooh.
Oh my god, you got Batwoman, the woke character.
Two versions.
Okay.
Mike Waller and Kate
Two
Kane from the
4K, man.
CW.
I'm sure she's better in the comics. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
she's better in the
She's great
comics.
in the
don't get me
comics.
wrong.
Say, all right,
I mean-
saying that he's better in the comics.
Can I just say? I mean, can I just say? I feel like
saying something is better in the comics is kind of like a backhanded compliment.
That's
Like
true.
that's like saying, hey, you suck. You're not as bad, but you're pretty bad.
I mean, come on, like Batwoman is woke, like that. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
it's a weird copy of the
Yeah, but that
Matrix.
doesn't mean I never really liked the story between her, the Kate and Alice
That's
storyline.
weird,
I mean,
yeah.
I thought that was pretty entertaining from my
That's a
opinion
weird
on my
copy.
part.
What the fuck is that?
I mean, I
It's
just feel
weird.
like-
It's like some Chinese copy. Sorry.
I mean,
Yeah, what is
Oh.
those? What is
Like
that
gold
DVD?
case.
DVD. Oh,
I never saw that ever.
It's
what the-
weird. I don't know. I just
That
found
must
it. And
be- that
I
must
had
be
to have
from
it.
China.
Yeah, it's from something.
I mean,
That is yeah.
oh, nice
That is
Matrix one.
definitely
I
weird.
haven't tracked down what the hell it is, but yeah.
That's definitely weird.
Matrix 4 is coming and no
Sorry.
teaser.
Right?
All right.
Yeah.
Like, right,
Nobody cares
We would've
about
saw
Matrix
something,
4.
right? I mean, like,
I don't.
Matrix. We would have saw something, like a teaser. I mean, it's supposed to come out in what, like a few months?
Are
September,
there
I
any
believe.
stills or anything? Or
September.
no?
Nothing.
No stills.
Nothing.
Same with
fan,
Indiana Jones.
yeah.
I've been hearing about a fourth Indiana Jones for years. Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Except that fourth Indiana Jones. Are you referring to Indiana Jones 5 or just Indiana Jones like
Oh,
4?
5. I mean
Yeah.
5. I forgot about Crystal Skull.
I mean, Fab's
Oh my
coming out
God.
in 2022.
I don't know. What J-Man, what do you think? Steve, I grew up with Indiana Jones. I don't want to see this movie. Done.
I don't want to see it either, because bro, Han Solo himself
It's
is
It's a tough call.
199 years old.
it's a tough call because Indiana Jones is like my second favorite thing, but like I don't know, like he's now the same age as my dad. My dad
What,
definitely could never
79?
be. He can't be Indiana Jones. Yeah, I don't know what the purpose is anymore. Like he's gonna be like an octogenarian by the time this movie comes out. Like,
Yeah, but he wants his 20 million.
what's he doing? Like unless it's taking place at the
Oh,
retirement home, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's taking place in a retirement home where we see Han Solo himself. Living with Luke Skywalker. Yes, everybody's going to show up.
You know, if they make it like Bubba Hotep, then maybe it would be
Yeah.
good.
I mean, like for me, like Indiana Jones. I like the first two Indiana Jones movies a lot. They're my favorites. Indiana Jones 3 is cool, but the problem is that I think they make fun of Indiana Jones too much. His dad really makes fun of him a lot, and it's a little bit. There's a lot of silliness going on. Plus, it's sort of a little bit like Raiders in the way it's set up. So I mean, I don't know.
Bulletproof comment is hilarious.
Temple of Doom is my favorite.
Temple of Doom. Yeah, I love Temple of Doom.
Yeah, I remember playing like the Lego Indiana Jones video game on the Wii back when I was young. I mean, oh my god, my first Lego video game was Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga on the Wii.
Oh, that was a great game. That Lego game was actually really good.
God, yes. And who knew they could be able to inspire a lot of these great Lego games, like Lego Batman, Lego Marvel, Lego.
Trash.
I don't play it.
Why you call
I don't play it.
Trash.
Anthony, can you explain why you're calling it trash?
Because it's trash. I'm sorry, but Ford is 79 years old, and he's gonna have a heart attack while his stunt double is doing all his work. I'm gonna tell you this.
Oh Lord!
All you're gonna see Indiana 5
Hollywood
is the
secret.
stunt double.
Harrison Ford's been dead 5 years. Okay, where nobody. Harrison Ford's been dead for 5 years. I'm just saying. Like everything we're gonna see in Indiana Jones, it's all gonna be computer.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a stunt double. It's a stunt double.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
It's gonna be a stunt double. That's it.
I kind of don't want it to happen, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
he's kind of
too long.
Like he was already too old, like 10, 12 years ago at Crystal Skull.
Right.
Yeah, but think about it. Like it's gonna be a stunt double doing his scenes. It's not even gonna be him.
But have you heard Harrison
He's
Ford?
79 years old.
Have you heard his voice lately? He sounds like he gargles with razor fire. Like, I'm like, what happened? Like, he doesn't even sound like Harrison Ford anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Indiana Jones.
Doesn't he have like a disease?
No.
Mark Hamill sounds more like him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Can I just say,
No, I mean like the impression.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark Hamill's better.
I mean, Harrison.
I gotta be honest.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, there's a Green Lantern video game for the Wii.
No,
Yeah.
it's a movie.
Pretty bad.
I just found out that existed.
Okay. All right. Thank you for bringing that up, you red-headed stallion, because you proved that Ryan Reynolds played the same character in every movie. He was the same character in that.
He's now playing the same.
You're not wrong.
Stop it. Stop
Come on.
it.
I didn't even see the movie. I just remember
He played Deadpool and went in Detective Pikachu.
He was not
No.
I didn't watch Detective Pikachu. Is that any good?
I didn't watch
It's all right.
Let me tell you something. The VFX for how they did with the Pokemon is just phenomenal. It's like it's realistic, but it's still cartoonish, like in the animators.
Yeah.
It's very well done, in my opinion.
All right, I'll call this with Pokemon.
Anthony, can you stop? I mean, I understand. I mean, it'll make sense if you think it's trash, if it's actually your opinion. But you can't say anything that you think it's
trash.
You're just trolling, dude. You're trolling.
We love when he says trash.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love it too.
I can tell if you're really joking or you're actually saying it's trash. Because seriously,
All right. I'm gonna be honest.
I think it's
What Anthony thinks of it, it's trash.
It's trash, man.
It's trash. That's it. It's
All you have to do is just burn it, and that's it.
But Anthony, like J.J. Abrams, greatest director ever, right?
Pikachu and burn it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll have to go Best Buy.
Oh wow. But come on.
what is going on? Okay, Skeptic. What? You're showing us a fan now. Seriously.
Oh, that's
Because
why
I'm
you
a
were
fan.
joking about the fan, because the camera keeps going up to the fan. Oh my god.
It's just Ryan Reynolds does this all the time, and everybody thinks it's super cute. I'm like, it's not interesting. It's not.
Go ahead.
Ryan Reynolds
Oh my
sucks.
god.
One note actor. He does the same thing every. Like he's the Derek Commander of actors. He only does one thing, and he's barely good at it. You
I
see
might
other-
have to disagree though.
Thank you, Ryan. He is trash. His wife is the best actor in
Bro,
his
Ryan Reynolds is not trash. Stop it.
No,
Oh my god.
no. He's his ex-wife.
What is happening there?
Ryan Reynolds is
What the
Are
fuck
you-
is this?
Wait,
Yo,
who's
something
holding the
wrong.
camera?
This-
Wait, what are you? Who are you focusing to? Who is that?
That's his brother.
Okay. If we're gonna meet some parenting, I'll probably just show you guys my mother.
Danny
And-
Bonaduce.
Oh, gosh.
That ain't my brother. That's my fiance.
Oh, oh,
oh,
oh!
I'm so sorry.
Wow, we're
I am deeply.
It's all right.
apologetic for the
Don't worry. No, you're good. You're good.
Reynolds
I thought
ain't
it was
trash.
hilarious.
It's fine. It's fine.
Reynolds
Yeah.
ain't trash.
Was that lunch or dinner?
Oh, hi guys. It's Ryan Reynolds.
I don't know with him. He has dinner every day or every hour.
Second lunch or yeah.
It's fun.
The thing is
Second
that,
breakfast.
Like, look, Ryan Reynolds. There's nothing wrong with Ryan Reynolds playing a similar type of character, and he fits with Deadpool. And if he fits with Deadpool and people like him, and he's an ambassador
He's
for the
the
character,
greatest
I'm
of
okay
all
with that.
time.
Oh yeah, I understand it, but like when people say that he was born to play this role, I'm like, no, that's
No, he wasn't born to play that. He was born to play
What
Deadpool.
the fuck is that?
Is that
I
what you
think
have a
that's
problem with? Or no?
guacamole.
no. It's not that.
I'm saying truth. I do not even know what this live stream is anymore. I gotta be honest.
Yeah,
We're just
true.
focusing
Don't
on
invite him on the
an
live stream.
empty bowl of guacamole.
Hey, guacamole is delicious.
This is like literally falling off a cliff. Okay,
Much like
we're gonna talk
2017
everybody back.
reshoots. I'm sorry if I made that joke. I'm sorry.
All right, Sean has left in disgrace.
Oh God.
He's literally
He's not pleased.
Sean has left for a bit. All right, we're gonna wrap this up in about
Now your head's in shape.
15 minutes or so. So,
50 minutes. Okay.
all right, I'm going to say, Skeptic, you can go back into the chat if you'd like. I'm going to remove you for a bit. All right, cool. All right, dude. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, are you alive? Yeah. I'm gonna.
Yo, I'll be honest. Like, what the hell is happening?
We haven't.
That's what I'm saying.
From
You're
talking about
by
DC
20 minutes.
to Marvel to I don't know.
This live
No.
stream is just.
The important thing is we're having fun.
Yes,
Yeah, we are
having
having
fun.
fun.
No.
We're having fun, guys. This is what live stream's all about.
What we've been doing the last little while is Gray's been ranting about Ryan Reynolds, showing us
Yeah.
his guacamole and his fan in interviews. And J-Man has just been showing pictures of everyone in
I've just
between.
been going through. I know. I've been really like. I'm glad I had all these set up beforehand. I was when Anthony came on. I knew I was going to need this one. So
Oh, you had my
Yeah.
ginger face
Oh,
beforehand?
Anthony.
Yeah, because let me tell you one example. Like JJ is garbage. Let's be honest.
Oh
Well,
my
Piece
gosh.
of crap.
Specifically, I mean, he always has a great start when it comes to a trilogy, but
No.
when it ends,
Oh,
it
no.
can.
No.
Come on.
Okay, you know what?
Zach, that is, bro, Andrew, stop smoking crack. That's a fake ass article. And that damn interview about 3 months ago. Stop, Andrew. Stop.
It has
Stop
a
it.
lot of
That was from 3
type
months
errors.
ago.
It has a lot of errors.
The
Why?
interview that small, bro. Okay, Andrew, you are okay. Oh my God, Andrew, you are reading from this website called Small Screen. There are fake, reliable source that is repeating interview that Zach did 2 months ago from a New Zealand girl. Stop it. Stop smoking crack and stop it. Okay. Okay, Andrew. I like you, Andrew. You're a good friend of mine, but stop it. It's fake. Okay.
I
Okay.
can't.
Thank
I don't
you,
know.
Andrew.
I don't know if he's
Thank
just
you,
joking or
Andrew.
if he's just.
Jesus. Jesus. Oh my god.
Holy cow.
Oh my god.
Can we start a fund for Andrew to stop smoking crack?
Right?
Listen,
I'm
Andrew,
worried.
your
Drugs.
good friend, Andrew, but read the article before you say something because it's just bullshit.
You know,
Please.
I've actually
God
read
damn.
the Henry Cavill Superman thing. I'm like, okay,
Yo.
you know what? There's this part of the
Yo,
article where it
Caleb, I
says
think you should clip
Superman,
this. Thank you.
Henry Cavill's Superman.
appreciate it.
Repeat, Henry Cavill's Superman will not appear in any more DC films. Not appear in Shazam. Not Henry Cavill the actor, just his character, his version of the character. And guess what? Henry Cavill's Superman did appear in Shazam. Just the
Give me a
actor
stunt
wasn't
double?
there.
That's a
Well,
stunt double.
Yeah, I know, but his Superman.
No, that doesn't count. No. That's a stunt double.
Oh my god!
But the lore of the character was in
Yeah.
the movie.
No, that doesn't count. Can we agree that that's not Henry Cavill? That's a stunt double.
We know it's not Henry Cavill. It's just that his Superman
I'm
appeared without
No.
the actor. Just
I don't think they're trying to do Spaceballs here.
No.
Yeah.
where did that come up with?
I love
Space-
Spaceballs.
Well, remember
I
the
saw that in
stunt
the
doubles?
theater.
And
Did you see that in the theater, Steve? Spaceballs?
I didn't see it in the theater. I saw it on VHS later.
What? How?
Which
You
one?
seen
Which
it
one are
in
you
the
talking
theater?
about? Which
Space-
one?
That came
Balls.
out in an age
Oh,
when I still
Spaceballs,
relied on my
really?
parents to take me to stuff.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, my mom took me. My mom took me.
No,
to
my
see
parents
Spaceballs.
refused. I don't know why.
Oh,
They're like, no.
Caleb,
There
was an F word in
stop
it.
Anthony's on life support.
Nah, never.
he's good. I
I'm
think he's
sorry,
okay.
it's just true. Like,
Yeah, no,
start
that's
reading this fucking fake ass article that keeps saying sources. I got sources.
Hey,
You
J-Man,
got no
this is
source.
custom Tanjiro from Demon Slayer.
Oh,
Demon
awesome.
Slayer, was that?
Yep.
Is that like a Resident Evil type thing?
Oh, no, that's from an anime called Demon Slayer.
He knows
I
what
think
it is. He's
Netflix is about to
joking.
release the new Resident Evil.
Why are you
Series?
focusing on? Oh my god!
hey, what's your name again?
Skeptic, whatever. I don't know.
Skeptic, trust me. When I was in Truth 31's like live streams, the chat has been calling me Cisco Ramon from the TV show. So I'm with you on the same coin. Hey, I love it. I do kind of look like the actor a little bit.
You are Cisco.
I need to get
I
on
mean,
Truth.
he's leaving after season 7 of the Flash.
I know. I've heard. I
And
mean, I gotta be honest. I hope they do not kill him off, because if they do the Greg Berlanti shit where they kill off a superhero, if the actors want to do something else, just don't, please.
I don't think they will.
No,
I
they're
don't
not
think
going
they're
to.
gonna
They're gonna come back. I wonder whatever.
Yeah.
If the Flash get to season 10, which in mind, who knows?
I mean, Flash season 10 would probably be a best way to end it off, because, you know, in the original poster back in 2014, in the first season, it says Flash disappeared in Crisis of 2024. I know it said 2019 because of season 5, but I mean, I'm just saying it would. Okay, what? I mean, I can agree.
I'm
in season,
still behind on this season of.
The Flash.
I'm
trust me,
flashed. Yeah.
I haven't watched any CW shows in like 5 weeks. I remember.
Oh my god!
Trust me, I was at the part where season 7, episode 3, and I kind of took a little break because, the part where Barry got his speed back because of the power of love that is in Iris. I thought that was kind of cheesy. Yeah, it's just, and you know what's the funniest part? There's a scene in Zack Snyder's Justice League where Ezra Miller's Flash says the joke like by stopping him by the power of love. And the weirdest thing is that Zack Snyder shot this back around like early 2017, late 2016, I think. You know, before he stepped down. And the irony, that's what Flash season 7 did. He got his speed back by the power of love. Oh wow, it's so romantic, except for the fact it's kind of cringe.
What is the power of love? What, like, is it a real
Anthony.
power, or is that just something we say?
No. Okay,
Guys,
here's the context.
He's not Back to the Future. He's not Back to the Future.
Okay, here's the context. In season 6, Barry was losing his speed due to the fact that Oliver Queen, now as a Spectre, kind of gave him this power boost, and that's sort of dampening his powers. But Barry figured out, since that Iris of the little spark, I think I might get some details wrong. He's the paragon of love, and the Speed Force doesn't necessarily go away. It's like an eternal life. It's the Speed Force. So he needs to charge that up because he touched Iris with the spark and their relationship representing their love. So of course, Iris still has a little bit of Speed Force in him. Also, Iris was also like, take over the Flash when they switched abilities. And she gives the powers to Barry back. I mean, they didn't have to make it as romantic. It could probably be like a Valentine's Day special. I don't know. Davis never again.
True, but I have to agree.
I'm sorry. I'm just explaining the context. I'll shut up. I'm sorry. I mean, that's what I remember. I did hear the news.
Next time I'm a DMJ man and just.
Okay, so hold on a second. Okay, so yes, Flash. We should when it's over, we could do a whole thing on Flash because there is a lot of there's still a lot to go on in that show. I want to talk about 108 real quick. I liked 108 a lot. Steve, you liked it as well, right? We like this Batman. I'm liking the Batman stuff. I like Infinite Frontier. Actually, we're gonna close off and I'll go through a couple of comments and then we're gonna end it off. All right, Marco, thanks for coming on, dude. I'm gonna
I'm
all right, bye. Let's go. Nice having on the stream.
Have a great day, man.
Oh, it's a birthday! I didn't know. You should have put that in your live stream as a birthday live stream. We could have all said happy birthday in the chat. Yours? Did somebody say it was a happy birthday? Oh my god, I bet
it's not my birthday.
It's okay.
All right, no,
you were being polite.
I'm sorry. Okay, that was a good chat. Bye.
All right,
Yeah.
All right, Skeptic. Have a good one, man. See you later.
See ya.
Take care, Skeptic.
Okay, so let's get us back to a normal. So I liked 108. Did you read the?
I'm up to date on everything.
So this was just this one just came out. This was just today's. Looking at Sean back.
Yeah, it was cool.
I liked
like the whole thing with her and showing him, and she's like, "I always knew you were Batman." Like that was awesome. I really like him as Patch. I always did like him as Patch because it's more like he doesn't have that aura of Batman. Then he can actually do normal investigative stuff that he can't do as Batman because he's Batman, right? He's just there. But I like him whenever he's like, undercover. Matches Malone. When he's Matches Malone, I really like that because he can do the actual investigative stuff and not have that serious aura that he is as Batman.
Yeah, and was this the first appearance of this character?
I think so. I don't recall her ever.
Maybe Arkham, if you're still around, because I always pick everything up on Tuesday, so I always get a shot at all the new books sort of before everyone else is in there. And I just always pick up Batman anyways, so I don't know if this is a new character. Then I'm glad I got this because it'll be a sellout for sure. Did you like Suicide Squad? I thought it was pretty cool this week. Suicide Squad.
It was all right. Like I'm not really. I finished reading Bad Blood, and that was a super interesting story arc for Suicide Squad. This Suicide Squad is not doing it for me per se. Just because I don't know.
You're all good, Skeptic. Don't worry.
We're all good, Skeptic. Sean didn't leave because of you. Sean left to do beard-related stuff. But, Suicide Squad, for some reason, I don't know. Like, I like Peacemaker. And but they keep just having the same thing with, Talon, where it's just who. I'm like, what are you doing with this character? And I'm finding myself saying that a lot. It started off well. But this one really hit muck with me where I'm like, where are we going with this? I don't understand.
Yeah, I still kind of liked this issue. I'm still I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just because I haven't read a lot of Suicide Squad stuff before. But I like this whole trying to figure out it. Nocturna's in it. That's Sean's girl.
Yeah.
She's kind of cool in it. Reading, trying to get a feel for Superboy and all that stuff. So I thought it was pretty neat. We'll see where it goes. I think Peacemaker's super funny. His highlight of your week reason. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that. and everybody knows it's all good fun. If I'm making fun of you, that means you're cool. And Sean and Steve all know that.
Yeah.
And Greymalkin is learning it as we go. If I make fun of you, that means we're good, because I make fun of
Gotta be careful, Scott Tierman.
What's that?
Scott Tierman.
Scott Tinner?
No, okay, it's a South Park joke. Never
Oh,
mind.
South Park. I haven't seen all of South Park. I've seen I used to buy all the DVDs of it, and then it just got. I actually have it all like saved on a hard drive or whatever, so I will try to get through all of it at some point.
Hey,
but I
man,
love South Park.
Archers are where to go, man. Like
Archer's on Netflix, so I can see that. I've got I think it's on Netflix, isn't it?
No, HBO Max.
Oh, it's on, okay. Well, it's on something here because I know. No. I'm pretty sure I saw it on. Maybe
I'm in the States.
Oh yeah.
We saw it on something though. I saw it around on Netflix or something.
I've seen it as well, so it's definitely around on one of this. I have lots of I've had different things, so I'm sure it's on one of them.
Yeah,
I've started watching The Saint on Tubi. It's free. They've got all the seasons of the Roger Moore Saint. It's actually, I don't know if you guys have watched The Saint. Did you watch The Saint, Sean?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah. Oh my God,
awesome.
It's so good. It is so good. Like I'm actually blown away. Like the stories are so good.
Yeah. Did he freeze?
He froze on us.
Yeah,
there's something going around,
They're
man.
so good we froze him.
But,
You won't know it too. Yeah.
I'm okay. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. You froze.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Revisiting old
okay,
shows.
I'm back now, right? Am I back?
I'm surprised sometimes because
I think we're gonna end off now. Anyways, it's been almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean, I wanted to like J-Man. Thank you for mentioning old shows. I started rewatching Buffy.
Yeah. That's Steve's big show,
That's
man.
my thing.
Okay. I didn't get into, but like it takes me back when I was a kid. Okay, like it was the like I'm at the beginning of season 3, and we saw that, and we're just seeing like the progression of introduction of Faith.
Yeah,
and really. Seriously, they could have, if they would have just let Buffy die and just say, okay, Faith is our Slayer now, season 7 would have even happened.
Right.
So I don't know. It's still a good show, and also it's really weird to see somebody that young.
I did meet her. Yeah, Faith.
Yes,
Faith was their sort of idea about what would happen if we introduced an evil Slayer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. So season 3 was let's introduce an evil Slayer. Season 3 is the best of the 7 Buffy seasons.
It's one of them. It's one of them.
It's the best. What do you think is the best one?
I really season 6 sucked.
Oh,
and that no, season 6 didn't have a villain.
Yeah, the villain was life.
Right? Remember the episode where Buffy would start working at a fast food chain?
Yeah,
and they were killing people.
Yeah, and she had the alien coming out of her head. Yeah, the double meat palace thing. Yeah, that's terrible.
Okay. Season 4 was really good.
Season 4 is good. Yeah.
I mean, come on, you got The Gentleman.
Yeah, The Gentleman. Every season has had at least one great episode. Even season 6.
Yeah, Once More with Feeling. That was the one that saved it.
I bought the soundtrack to that. Season 16 is my favorite.
Oh yeah,
season 16.
I have it on my Apple Music. Also, but I will say Angel was better. Clearly.
Angel was really good, but season 4 was a dumpster fire.
No, it was one long story, man.
Oh, it was a dumpster fire.
It's also trash.
It was bad. It was bad. It was like the whole thing with his son. I'm like, God, this son is so annoying. Just kill him.
What? Come on, man.
He was
manipulated by everybody he cared about.
You won't convince me. Season 1, 2, and 3 are really good.
5 was the best.
5?
5
was really interesting. The only problem with 5 was it started to just kill people, and I'm like, what's going on? Why is everyone just dying? Like, some of it was okay. Like Illyria was a good concept.
Yeah.
Because I didn't care about Fred, but like,
Well, that's so mean.
but
She
like,
was great.
yeah, but it's like they started to just kill everyone. I'm like, what's going on? Like, why is everyone getting killed? So like, Angel's really good. Is it better than Buffy? I mean, critically, they had their ups and downs. Buffy's still my favorite, but Angel's up there. It's really good.
Okay. Like,
All right. So yeah, I mean, I watched the first season of Buffy and I like the movie because that's the I don't know whether. Oh, we're gonna talk about Marvel Phase 4 on Sunday.
they gave us nothing with the Internals. They just gave us
I know
like
we'll just bitch about whatever the fonts. We'll just bitch about the fonts.
I feel like Marvel likes to give us like little like those little teases. They're the equivalent of a hand job and then stopping halfway through.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, what's the point?
Like, what? Come on! I can do this myself.
Yeah, we'll I think so we're gonna wrap it up. Sunday we'll definitely cover the Phase 4 stuff and all Phase 9. Yeah, we'll try to get into all that stuff. Okay, so tomorrow night, 7 p.m. it's going to be the Amazing Fans, and that's going to be Doctor Doom talk. So if you guys want to show up, that's cool. You can. I don't know very much about Doctor Doom, so I'm gonna.
Oh
learn
yeah.
as I go.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't read that many Fantastic Four comics. My go-to was like West Coast, Captain America, those, Spider-Man. So it'll be interesting for
very
me.
Deep and interesting. It's really
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great you have an expert guy on. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, so that's gonna be awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. But and then all of us will be back in the Danger Room again for Sunday 6:30, and we're gonna hit up Phase 4 and all that stuff. And then I'm going to be very, very. I'm not gonna be selective. We're gonna keep it somewhat
Civil?
controlled,
Controlled.
civil. Maybe we'll phase in a few at a time, like bring in a couple people.
Are you saying we're the Horsemen?
Bring the yeah, we're gonna do the 4 Horsemen, and we're gonna bring in a couple more.
Are you saying you're Ric Flair? Are you Ric Flair, sir?
I love Ric Flair. Woo! I love Ric Flair. Wheeling, what is this like? I'm a high flying wheeling dealing limousine ride, high flying son of a gun. Yeah. Oh, I love.
I really feel bad. Like if all those legends about Ric Flair are true, because there's like a bunch of people who are Ric Flair's their dad.
Oh, maybe he is. I'll tell you this: there is 100% chance that Chuck Norris is your father.
There is.
No.
Yeah.
No. It's fact.
Chuck Norris is. Yeah. No. Chuck Norris is. Well, you know what? I don't think Chuck Norris is that tough. Okay. Yeah, he ain't Kimbo Slice. He ain't Floyd Mayweather.
It is a known fact, Gray, that if Chuck Norris performed a roundhouse kick while Mr. T pitied a fool, the world would actually explode. This has been scientifically proven.
Yeah, that's why they can't star together. It's too
no.
The chances are too big.
If Chuck Norris did a roundhouse kick while Mr. T pitied a fool, life as we know it would end.
It is weird. Like,
yes,
I first time I saw Chuck Norris, I was like, "Wow, you look like you know somebody racist."
Chuck Norris, like our generation, grew up with these ridiculous movies that he was in.
Yeah.
The thing is, he can't act though. Like, I'll say that, but like that's what makes those movies so much fun because like there's no urgency to what he's doing. Like people are trying to shoot him, and he's just like casually putting a clip into a gun, and he doesn't give a crap. I know G-Man's like, dude, it's what makes it awesome. Yeah,
Chuck Norris is critic. You can't actually. Yeah,
Invasion USA is probably peak Norris. It's like the bad guy has nightmares about him throughout the whole movie, and then at the very end they have a quick draw with like grenade launchers, and then they turn around and then Chuck Norris blows him through a wall, and the guy doesn't even fall, and the credits roll. It's like there's a freeze frame, and then credits roll.
Or look at Sidekick.
That's the most awesome movie he was in.
Like, yeah, you're not making it sound bad. Like, this is the great. That Invasion USA is the best.
The villain has.
No, I'm saying it's
about
Pete
Chuck
Norris. It's awesome, yeah.
Okay, guys, we got to. I got to. It's almost.
No, there's that scene. Okay.
Go.
I was gonna go on a whole thing, but yeah.
Okay, Chuck Norris. Okay,
No, there's that scene where they're in a pickup truck, like all the terrorists are in a pickup truck and they drive into like a suburban area, and then there's these guys in the back of the pickup truck, and one guy's like, they make it so easy, and he like takes a rocket launcher and starts like shooting houses and stuff, and like there's kids playing and like hopscotch and skip rope and stuff, and yeah. Anyways, it's awesome, man. It's so good. Invasion USA. If you've never seen any Chuck Norris movie, you should just watch Invasion USA first.
You should. And we're going to.
And that's my thing.
Invasion USA is 10 out of 10. No questions. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining me in the Danger Room. I'll see you tomorrow for Amazing Fans, and then we're back in the Danger Room on 6:30, guys. Thank you so much for watching it. Chat. People who popped in, you guys are great sports. I'm just poking fun. It's all in good taste. So yeah, I hope you guys had fun. All right, guys, thanks so much.